Preston.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able, we the knights at a round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound if you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues, no Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light, you cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop and move earth. Blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. Winner looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.
It's not mine.
Not mine down.
I'm about to say it's not mine.
We good.
Let's go.
We're back in the building. We're back in the building. You probably missed us last week because we had some things we had to do. We trying to get this show off the hook. Listen, we're back. Knights at the Round Table podcast. I'm talking a little too fast, so let me slow it down for everybody. Knights of the Round Table podcast. We're back. We was off for a week. We had some stuff we had to do for this in the studio, so now we're back. It's another Wednesday, hump day. Look, a lot of things went on since we've been off, and I'm just going to get right to it real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and let my co-host that's at the table introduce themselves. But first, let me just say this. We're glad that we're back in the building. Like I said, every Wednesday we're here at 7 o'clock. You can look at us on YouTube Live. You can look at us on Facebook Live. But if you go to YouTube, subscribe. Please subscribe to 119 and make sure you subscribe so you can get all the podcasts that's on 119. 360 has podcast has been really doing their numbers. They had a few special guests on there. They had Orlando Hudson on the last podcast, so check that out. They got a couple of more podcasts. They really get into the streets. But this is the hip hop. This is the music. This is the podcast that's a little bit more fun. We get serious at times though, but today we are back and we're going to discuss a whole lot of stuff. We ain't got a whole lot of money yet, but we touched a whole lot of stuff. So we're back. Let me introduce myself. My name is T, aka Tori, aka DJ Not Famous. I'm still in the back room, still mixing music, man. There's so much music coming out, man. Wale done dropped. I mean, so many. I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm gonna let my co-host at the table introduce themselves, starting from my left to my right.
Yeah, it's awkward not having him on that side. It's your boy Lucky Luciano, man. Voice of the youth. We out here.
Man, you already know who it is, man. I'm going to start off real quick. I missed y'all.
Facts.
I missed y'all. I missed y'all last week, the week before I was in Houston, but I'm back, baby. I'm back home at the Knights of the Round Table. It's your boy Rico House Party. It ain't no party if Rico ain't in the house.
All right, man. I got a few shout outs that I want to do, man. First shout out is to the Mighty Bucks. Listen to me. The Mighty Bucks did their numbers this weekend for Halloween, man. I mean, listen, I appreciate them how they work with the community and did what they did for the kids and even did a little something for the adults. Listen, the Mighty Bucks, if you look at my co-hosts, they got on their clothing right now. I ain't wear mine today because mine don't really go with the cord behind me, so I can't really rock mine live sometimes because I look invisible.
But nah, for real, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that came through, bro. I loved the event. I loved seeing all the kids come through, man. Everybody else was putting my books not here, so I'll speak for all of us, man, when I say thank y'all so much. And that's just the beginning, bro. We will not stop. We got so much more stuff coming.
Facts.
But just keep supporting us. We're going to keep supporting y'all, man. We love that support.
And my next shout out goes to one of my table mates, Rico house party. Listen, this dude had a Halloween party this weekend. I had to go out there and party with the young people for a little bit, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, listen. They show, when this dude say his singing, ain't no party if Rico house ain't in the West End. Listen, this dude is really bring out the city until the hood got to act up when you get into the hood, though. You know what I mean?
we can't even. First of all, thank you, because that was unexpected, and we didn't plan this. This is real support, real love. Shout out to my boy OG Holla, my boy Shock. Y'all doing y'all thing. It wasn't the hood, man. Man, people got to control themselves. I ain't even gonna blame it on the alcohol or whatever else was going on. You have to control yourself. But thank you, I appreciate it for real, and thank y'all for coming out and showing us some love.
I
listen.
I'm just being honest. I didn't get no invite. Ain't nobody invite me nowhere. Like, I didn't know.
I got to start posting the flyers and stuff in the group chat.
You definitely do. I sent you a friend request. You never accepted it. I deleted it.
On the book?
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, I'm lying.
I'm about to delete somebody right now. I got to get my boy on there. Oh, but I did beat you in fantasy last week, though.
You know what's crazy? I got that one win by like 50 points and then never won again. Like, I've been asked every since.
Listen, though. I mean, to get back to the shout out though. The party was definitely dope. Like I said, a lot of, you have some adults that dressed up. Me, I never dressed up, and not even from when I was little. I don't remember ever dressing up for Halloween, so I came regular. You know what I mean? But
gangsta ass childhood. Who just getting dressed up?
Yo, just been a thug.
Yeah, yo, I'm just telling you the truth, bro. That's something we ain't do really, and But other than that, like I said, I mean, if I was into it, I would have been dressed up. I mean, but the boy Rico came. He came prepared. His fit was right, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Tell him how you came dressed up as.
I was DJ Marshmallow.
Yo,
that's fire. That'd be that's fire. Son.
Listen. Hopefully we get some. Yeah. Hopefully get some pictures. We'll post some of that stuff up. You know what I'm saying? When we start doing, especially our event coming up soon too. Supposed to be coming up definitely soon. I mean, I want y'all to show out like y'all showed out for that. Definitely because I mean, we're gonna have some stuff. I'm thinking about doing some stuff. We're gonna talk about behind the scenes that really gonna have y'all shocked about this Nights at the Round Table. But listen, when we talk about this hip hop, when we talk about this R&B, I'm gonna tell you this: Lil Wayne's still doing him.
Facts.
Did you hear the latest verse?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you introduce it this time.
Listen, Lil Wayne is in his bag. Serious, yo. I told y'all in previous episodes, every time I hear this guy spit something, and if it's fire, I'm gonna mention it. If I ever get to connect to talk to this dude, man, you know how fast I'm gonna get this dude on here. I'm clearing the whole schedule. I don't care if he said, "Listen, I want to do it Sunday, 4:00 in the morning."
We record Sunday.
Listen, this dude is spitting bars. I mean, if you don't like him, I understand. Everybody, this is my opinion. Everybody else's opinion. This is our opinion at the table about when we talk about this music thing. Wale dropped. We had a couple of other stuff. We had the versus battle, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, that I really get a chance to see it all. I appreciate the OGs getting on there doing what they got to do. We had the homie LL Cool J get inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Then we had the another OG, Hove, get inducted into the Rockefeller Hall of Fame. Like, listen, hip hop and music period from them genres is something serious. Like, we touching all avenues and stuff like that. And we ain't even discussed what's going to happen for Super Bowl. Like, they got the big dogs for the Super Bowl. You got Dre, you got you got people that could have been by themselves all in one Super Bowl. So I really think they kind of cheated us in that way. But other than that, that's just my opinion. It's still, I got to see how this is going to look with Snoop and Mary, and you got Kendrick. Like, you got artists at the Super Bowl. So, like, we're really doing these numbers, man. Another thing I want to bring up real quick. Listen, we're looking for a new co-host, but we really need a female. We want to add a female to the table. Because we need to get our female listeners up. We need to get our female followers up so we can get there and get somebody that really want to discuss music. It's not just all hip hop, but sometimes R&B. If you really interested, man, we have a Facebook group, Nights at the Round Table. Go in there and message us. Let us know. We'll see. We'll definitely give you a look and see what's up. Even we have to rotate them every Wednesday or whatever if you can't make it every Wednesday. But if you're really serious and you're female, you want to think about coming out here. I mean, there's a lot of testosterone already at the table, so you know.
Yeah, because I'm tired of getting cursed out after every fucking pod. Somebody in my DM talking, well, y'all forgot about this female artist, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like it is a male driven. It's a male driven thing, hip hop. So we do kind of, you know, overshadow the females sometimes, even though females are dominating now. There's more than one female artist out there making music and really out there spitting. I mean, I gotta give up the big facts. I heard a freestyle from was it Lotto? Was it
Big Lotto?
Big Lotto.
She one of the ones though. Big Lotto one of the ones.
Yo, straight bars I heard from him. But I'm gonna tell you what I saw. It was yesterday. Was it yesterday the other day? Listen, we're gonna have a podcast about it, and I think we're gonna have to be able to reach out to a couple of people for them to call. But that damn Charlie Clips versus Chess match was something crazy. If you watch Underground, if you watch Smack, or you watch URL or whatever you watch, listen, yo, that was a great battle, yo. I can't even lie about that. Any opinions? Anybody else saw it? You saw it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
it's really hard for me to like check it in because it's on caffeine now.
No. They dropped that one on YouTube.
They dropped that one on
Oh,
YouTube.
it's on YouTube. No, then I watched that tonight.
They did it at Chris Brown house.
Yep.
And they dropped it on YouTube.
Oh, okay, then I'll check that out tonight.
I be forgetting bro 22, like 20, 22, something like that. Like bro so young, bro.
Talking about Chess?
Bro is fire.
Listen, he had bars, but he just couldn't mess with the OG Clips, man. Clips schemes is so crazy.
That's some old people shit.
Nah.
I like
Clips, but it's like Clips do it so effortlessly, bro. Like it don't even look like he be trying. Like, and it be so fire though.
Yeah.
Even the ones that's like you kind of could tell where it's going, it's still once it land and be like, oh, that shit was fire.
Yeah, and you think about it, like I said, that's what I respect about Clips. But we definitely gonna have a podcast about speaking about the URLs, the smacks, and all that other stuff in a future podcast. But before we get to today's topic, though, how everybody week going? How everybody week was last week, man? I mean, I want to hog the mic, even though I'm the host. But I got co-hosts here, so I mean, how y'all week going? How was Halloween? How y'all ready for it? Look, we in a new month. We in November.
Facts. Listen, most of my weekend was the Mighty Bucks party for the kids, just helping out doing that and serving the kids. But and that was we had a great time doing that. Now after that. We just served our community and we were tired and we decided we were going to do some productive stuff. We went to the strip club. Son, I'm very disappointed by the quality of this strip club. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to do that. These strippers look like some females I saw at Target, Walmart at like 2 a.m. It did like it looked like I could see you in the dollar store regularly.
Are you saying that dancers don't
I'm saying when you are
where's this Target? Matter of fact, can I go to this Target? Is this like
I saw bullet holes and stretch marks.
I've never seen that in Target.
Oh man,
you ain't never see a girl with a bullet hole in Target. Rico, you don't even go
not Florence Target.
You don't even go to Target.
I do.
When the last time you been to Target?
Today, actually.
Oh shit!
I just went before I came here.
That's crazy. I went to Target too today.
Look at that. Yeah. See, I went at the wrong time, everybody. But my week was definitely my whole October has been lit. Like that's the best way to describe my October. Like my October like was lit. Have a lit month. Like my whole month was lit. Like I can't think of a dull day this whole month. Like literally, even when it was raining, it was shining on the crack of my ass.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and mute his mic. We're gonna go ahead and mute his mic really quickly.
Yo, okay, yeah. Listen, that's good, man. I'm glad everybody's in good health, good spirit. I'm glad that that everything is is great for everybody here. At the table and stuff because, like I said, I always respect, men that's working, even women that's, working, doing what they got to do, and they happy. That's what I try to promote. Like I said, when I stated from episode 1, like, there's no crabs in the barrel here. I want everybody to win. If you win before me, that's cool. I don't even care. But the fact of the matter is that I want you to win, have fun, do what you got to do. And like I said, I knew Rico for a long time, and he definitely, been doing this thing. And like I said, the fact of the party that he had this weekend, it was, definitely respected. It was a great party. Luch, great. I didn't see you I was there for the Mighty Bucks thing, but I came a little early because, I had to bring my little kids, they really don't eat candy, but we came there when they're setting up. But like I said, I respect the whole Mighty Bucks movement. They definitely did their thing. Like I said, it was great. And my thing is, like, we got to do what we got to do, man, as men, and we just got to get and push the envelope further and try to, do what we got to do for our families, for ourselves, whatever, and make sure we happy, because that's another thing we're going to discuss in the future is mental health, especially in the hip hop game and all that other stuff. Like I said, I want to make sure everybody mental right, and we doing what we got to do, especially we getting into the season now, the holiday season, where, where we're going to start getting more views because more people are going to be in the house. We got to really talk and really get, people attention, let people know, like, how they can get it.
And I would like to say one more thing about the Halloween event. It was this one little kid, right? He was dressed like a Power Ranger, and the little motherfucker sneezed on my hand, right? And I looked down because I'm like, yo, you just gonna sneeze on me. So I looked down at him like, hey, yo. And he was like, shoot, and did the shit again. Hey, if I ever see you, little Blue Ranger, if I catch you, I'm clipping your little ass. No cap. And I beat your father up. Yeah, I mean that too. To whoever the little Blue Ranger was. Your mom can see me too. I mean that. He sneezed all on my hand like 3 times, bro. We not even off that.
Yo, we're not promoting violence here.
Put that out there.
Listen. Those were the words of Lucky Lucius, not the words of Knights of the Round Table. We didn't have nothing to do with that. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I didn't witness it. So we're not promoting violence here, but I respect your gangster. Yo, so since we got all the
I was about to go in just now. He hit the horn as soon as
So we're gonna get since we got all the politics out the way now. Listen, today's episode though, we're gonna talk about legends. What makes a legend? Who are legendary artists? So I got some questions for the table. I want to know, it doesn't matter. We're not just discussing hip hop legends. We're going to discuss R&B legends. We're going to discuss if we can even speak of some rock and roll legends. We speak in soul. I don't care who it is. I just want to know, we're gonna talk about legends in the music game. Period. I think that we kind of throw that word around kind of loosely in some aspects, and I just want to know, these are, like I stated every episode, these are the opinions of the Knights of the Rhyme Table. These are not facts. If we mention something and we don't have, if we need to get fact checked, we do have a real live chat that you could chat in on Facebook. If you're watching us on Facebook and on YouTube, I think they come through also if you're able to chat. If not, like I said, you can always, watch us live on Facebook and put in what you think or whatever like that, and I will actually throw it on the screen so you can see it, and I'll mention it because I'm steady looking at the chat and everybody on the table looking at the chat. So like I said, we discussing legends. And then my first question to the table, so we'll get the definition of what makes a legend. We'll make sure that we're classifying what we think legends are. Is I need the people at the table today to tell me, what is the qualities? What do you think are the qualities or the ingredients you need to be a legend, to be classified as a legend?
To me, a legend would have to be somebody that transcends whatever they're doing. Like from basketball to football to hip hop, you have to transcend your designated field in order for me to consider you a legend. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people who I guess you could consider them legendary rappers, but as just an overall legend, you got to transcend where you are. You got to transcend your genre.
Mr. House Party, what's going on?
For me, a legend is, I think it's just unquestioned. Like, you just know that this person, what they've done speaks for itself. We don't have to speak on it. We can speak on maybe some of the accolades and some of the differences between the one another, but it's still a legend. Larry Bird is still a legend. He's still a legend. We can speak on it. You can't take back what they've done.
That's a fact.
Like when you said transcending, they transcend whatever I consider hip hop as a sport. They surpass those before them and keep the torch going. That's what makes you legendary. If you've done the same thing that somebody else has done, it's cool, but we want you to take it to another step because we've seen that.
Is it a difference between legend and legendary? Is there a difference? Do you think it's a difference?
I think that's the difference. The legends, they
there are a lot of
set
legends
the mark.
that we don't really talk about.
Like they set the mark.
Like
for what a legend
technical, Charles Barkley is a legend.
But
Shaq is legendary.
Facts.
That's just me, how I would level that out. Like there are people who are legends based on you did this in the sport that you're in. You reached this level of success in the sport that you were in. But then there's legendary people who never watched a game of basketball who know exactly who Shaq is. There's some people who watch basketball specifically for Shaq. Like you get what I'm saying? He transcended the sport. Barkley is a legend too to people who watch basketball. It's just different.
Okay. So getting back to the music thing, what if you could name 5 qualities that a person needs to have to become or to be considered a legend or a legendary artist, what are they?
I think you need multiple, like it doesn't have to be platinum, diamond selling albums. I think across the board, like if I had a panel of 3, which we do, we have a panel of 3 or more people. You have to hands down like it's a for legendary. Now legend it can be. It got to at least be 2 out of 3. If it's not 2 out of 3, then I don't think you're a legend. But I think if it's easily like a no-brainer, like on this person, we can skip right past you. Like we know. We don't have to speak on it because you already know that this person is legendary.
Like if we really being realistic, it's maybe 2 handfuls of people that would even classify as legendary. Like when you really think about it though, like
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that though.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, so if we classify legends, cool. That's a more complex conversation. But legendary,
you stand out.
I don't even think there's nothing to talk about when it comes to who's legendary.
Is a legend a moment?
He's checking in.
Is a legend a moment or an act of time that you did? I
think it's to be a legend, you do have to have some sort of a run. You get what I'm saying? Like. Legendary to me is more of you had multiple runs, multiple like you transcended just your time. Legend to me is you dominated whatever time you were in. Whatever your time was, your run was, you were that person at that moment and nobody could deny that. To me, that's what would make you a legend and legendary different.
So if speaking about hip hop, well, I'm gonna just say hip hop, just music period. Me thinking about music period. So what? Say if do we classify 80 artists? Kind of. I want to run them together. 80s artists, such as legendary because of the time that they were in, or do we consider them legends because of the time that they were in, or was it because they dominated that decade, the 80s to the 90s or something like that? So if we have the artists, like I'm not going to mention the artist yet because we're going to get to that level.
And I said, no, we're not going to do that yet. We're not going to do that yet.
Yeah, we're going to get to that level because I got a question for it.
But it's all red on the camera.
But
that shit look crazy. I just looked up.
Like it caught me off guard. I just looked up at the camera. I'm like, yo, wow.
I can see it right here. It's right in front of my face.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I'm drinking Kool-Aid, like just eating it out the pack. Like,
but I was going to say, yeah. So like, if we think about older artists, do we consider them legends because of they're not producing no more, and that was because they had their run, or do we consider them legendary because they created a space for the new artists or something like that?
So I'm gonna give you an example, and shout out to Melody Chadwick because I swear that's exactly where I was going. in her and my opinion, I'm gonna use her words because it's on the screen.
Mhm.
And thank you for checking in. My opinion, Legendary is timeless through all genres.
I literally
So-
just said that.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say any rappers at this point.
Why he ain't
because
give my props when I said that? He gave her a whole shout out and everything. It was like,
Hey,
shout out to Melody for her opinion. I said the same thing, and you was like,
she said it so elegantly.
I hate you.
Hey,
I hate you.
hey, Auntie, you see, she got the same last name. That's Auntie.
I
Hey,
didn't
Auntie.
even think about that. It almost listen, Auntie, I almost took it back. Nah, I'm joking. But to stick on that, like
Mm-hmm.
I love the Temptations. I love the Temptations.
Like the movie or like the group?
both.
You know, I didn't know that was a real group.
You never thought that was a real group?
I swear to God, until I was like 17, I never knew that was a real group.
The Temptations?
I've never heard them actually, like outside of the movie, and I never even watched the movie all the way
This is
through.
Crazy.
Like I've never heard them. I swear to God, like I never heard them outside. I
I should have
just
stayed on
Yo,
the
listen,
other side.
listen, you're stupid.
I'm sorry, bro.
Listen,
Right
listen,
now.
you gotta think about something though. You gotta think about, his income, his intro is the voice of the youth. So he's part of the youth. He wasn't around. He don't know. He
You know
doesn't
what?
know at all.
He is a part of the group that said "fuck Tupac." So I'm
that is absurd. Hold on.
You are a part of that.
We not gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I didn't say you said it. I said you're a part of that group.
I was not a part of that group. Let's
That
clarify this right now.
Oh yeah,
But-
crazy.
But yeah, like it doesn't matter. Whenever I hear "My Girl,"
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter. That song is like it's a brand new song every time I hear it. You should check it out, brother.
Hold on, I heard the song. I didn't know that was them. I've heard the song.
Wow.
I'm talking about my girl.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
them for real.
Hold on, you
You tried.
Wait, that's them
He
for
mi-
real.
Yes, but you missed the key part.
Yeah.
After- My girl.
Yep.
I
You feel me? You
sing,
feel me?
so he wasn't even finna try all
No,
that.
but you that's the part. Like, yeah, he's on my mind.
That's
Then
crazy.
he
That's
comes
actually
right
that's a
in.
cool. I've heard the song
Yeah.
before many times. I never knew that was them singing that.
Only,
Not yet.
only movie that's out there that wasn't real. It was based on somebody. Was not a real group. Was the Five Heartbeats. Five Heartbeats wasn't a real
That's
group.
what it is. I just had the same conversation with a shorty. I used to get them movies confused all the time, bro. Like I've never watched none of them all the way through. I just be
You know why,
bits
though?
and pieces of joints up.
You know why though? Why you for real? You know why?
I waited for you to say something.
Cause ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
He probably didn't see that part. He didn't see that part yet. He didn't see that part.
Yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna cut your mic. Like, I promise you, I'm gonna cut your mic.
Yo, but
I couldn't help it.
and that was that's Megan Thee Stallion said that to her line in one of her songs. Nobody see oldest. You probably didn't get it because the reference
I
was to
got it. I heard. I know what part of the movie that was.
Okay,
That's
okay,
like
okay.
the one part everybody talk about. Wait, which one was the movie where he like was singing in the rain?
That's Five Heartbeats.
Yeah.
See, I don't know why I just thought that was the same movie as that.
No,
See,
no,
yeah.
different movies, my brother, different movies. But
I like that song though. That song is dope.
yeah, but so like I said, Legends and Legendary is definitely what's there. Okay, so my next question is your opinion. Who is a legend or a legendary artist? Your opinion. Like I said, you could mention who you think is a legend. You got to say to the artist, and then you got to say legend behind it, or you got to say legendary.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. Who want to go first? Anybody go first?
I'll go. Michael Jackson, legendary.
Why?
Cause
Why do you consider him
8-year-old who knows Michael Jackson songs?
Is that because hold up now?
I didn't
listen,
play that.
hold on, listen. I'm about to tell you. Every person y'all mentioned, I'm gonna say something. This is why I had y'all do this. So you said an 8-year-old who know who Michael Jackson is.
Okay.
Is it because his legacy's still alive because he has video games and they use his music and certain stuff?
Because he was bigger than music. All of his music still can be played now and enjoyed heavily. Like there's no bad sounding Michael Jackson song. Everything he did, from the moonwalk to the way he danced, to the way he moved, to the way he performed, to the glove, to the everything about him still stands today. It's still people who snatched bits and pieces of him, and you can still look at certain artists now perform and go, that's Lil Michael. That's Michael in there. The way certain songs are, that's a little bit of Michael. You get what I'm saying? Like his aura, everything about him transcended his generation. He was in the 80s, 90s, the early 2000s. Like he was at all times. You get what I'm saying? Like he was more than just one generation.
So that's what really makes him
To
legendary.
me, yes.
Yeah, definitely. And then his song I played heavy this weekend, Thriller. So you mean
Of
like,
course,
hey,
like-
definitely legendary. I respect that. He's definitely legendary.
I mean, I just have one problem with what you said.
Yeah.
We're talking about hip hop today. I want a hip hop artist. We know Mike. Mike is definitely the epitome of what legendary is.
We talk about all music. He said he respected said Mike. So we talk about all music.
That's
we talk about all music.
listening. I try to tell you, Rico don't be listening.
We talk about all we talk about all music though. Okay, now Rico, your turn. We're gonna go back and forth. And like I said, I'm challenging all of y'all, all your answers, Rico. So your turn now, my brother.
I'm gonna go ahead and get him out of the way. You already know how I feel about this gentleman. Weezy F baby. I know y'all thought I was going somewhere else, but that's where I'm going. My boy is definitely legendary.
Why is he legendary?
He's timeless. It doesn't matter for these last 3-4 decades. He's still been coming with straight fire.
But okay, so my question to you then about that, since you say he came straight fire, say this is his last decade of putting out anything else, will he still be considered legendary?
If you're legendary, you're legendary.
Know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have to put out another album. He's legendary.
And is it because of his body of work?
Of course. He transcended that whole genre. None of that genre that he came out with, he's the only one standing tall 10 years ago. We're going another 10 years. He's still standing tall. You just open up the whole podcast to Weezy F. Man, y'all don't know who that is. Lil Wayne.
I think one of our comrades got something to say. Say what you got to say, my brother. Say what you got to say.
I mean, all right.
You agree? You disagree? What? I mean,
I
state your
agree that
opinion.
he's legendary. We just have different reasons on why.
Okay, why do you think he's
To
legendary?
me, the body of work, yes. The body of work to me would just make him a legend.
Okay.
What makes Wayne legendary to me is everything that he did post rapping. When he put Drake on, when he put the whole when he put all of them on, that all of that, like your other contributions is what makes you stand the test of time. Because even if Wayne stopped rapping 10 years ago, the people he put in position would still carry on that legacy of Young Money, of Lil Wayne. That, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's what makes him legendary to me. It ain't really about his body of work. His body of work took him to being a legend. All the other stuff that came in, to me, his impact on other people is what makes him legendary to me. That's just my opinion on that.
Okay, so when you say that, my mind is like all over the place. Because if we're talking contributions and your music,
I mean, it all has to go in.
if y'all ever leave my guy out, I ain't even gonna bring him up. If
You
y'all
talking Gucci
ever
Man?
Gucci Man LaFleur, Mr. 1017, aka the new 1017.
I disagree.
I'm saying, I'm asking,
disagree.
Hold on.
if I'm going off of your definition.
And I'm gonna tell you, I go ahead and tell you why I disagree though.
Hold on. But I'm gonna get back to that. We're gonna let y'all get back to that. But my thing about this is, for Lil Wayne, are we still going to listen to his music like we listen to Mike music now
No.
for him to be legend?
No.
So why are we considering Lil Wayne to be legendary and Mike legendary? Ain't that the same kind of category?
Because Wayne still to me now. Just
I
my
still
opinion,
listen to Wayne music like
Wayne still has 2 out of the 3 things we said necessary to be
Legendary?
He still has a timeless legacy. What was the other thing? We said you had to be timeless. You had to have the accolades to match. What else? What was the third thing? Because he has those 2 off the rip.
the star power, the
Like I'm like that's something like what doesn't Wayne, like if you
the
would
superseding
give
of the people in front of him.
if you would give Wayne, I mean if you would give anything to Mike, what wouldn't you give to Wayne as far as necessary to be a legend? What doesn't he have? That would be my only thing is what hasn't he done? He's broken so many records. He still holds some records. He has the accolades as far as the music is concerned. He's been in multiple different genres of music. Like, what people wouldn't like you to compare anybody, to Michael, because that's blasphemous to compare anybody. But to me, there are tiers and everything. There are legends, legendary, then there's just great. But in those tiers, there are still tiers. There's top tier legendary, mid tier legendary, low tier legendary. There are still tiers within that. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I would still put Wayne in the tier of legendary.
Okay, and I was just about to ask that. Okay, so now getting back to what you were saying, Rico, you saying about Gucci Mane. What you said, go based off of what he was saying, right?
I mean, if you're putting contributions as how much I need to know the percentage of your contributions to the game.
No, that's a big one to me. But everything would have to be 33. Like, to add it up, everything is equal. Like, you still have to have, because there are a lot of people who has a lot of influence, but they have none of the accolades to match that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
because he wouldn't have those accolades.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there are a lot of people who have one but don't have the other. There's a lot of people who have a lot of influence, but their careers never was star-studded the way you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But there's a lot of star-studded people who, once they leave, they did nothing. So it's like,
I mean, I would say
so he's not legendary. You don't consider him legendary. You consider him a legend. Gucci, what I was talking about, Gucci.
To me, Gucci is a legend.
I
was definitely gonna go with legend, but when he says also the contributions to the game, it pushes you, because no matter how you feel about Young Thug, no matter how you feel about Nicki, even though
he does
go
generation.
with Young Money, I would have never.
His beginning years was with Gucci. That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying?
Not even denied.
And the list goes on and on and on and on. I mean, that's so heavy to me. It pushes you into that bracket, because I wasn't even thinking about it in that way until you said it, and I'm like,
that's a fact.
I will push him from that legend status to legendary, because his contributions to the game, his fingerprints on the rap game, from his introduction from 06, even Jeezy, even though you know how that turned out, we go check our past podcasts out. His fingers is everywhere, touching everything.
But what would stop him is he does not lock in to the other parts of it. As much respect as I have for what he has done for hip hop, he has never transcended hip hop.
Okay.
There are heavy people. To me, listen, I might be wrong. To me, a person that doesn't know hip hop does not know Gucci Mane. Let's just keep it 1,000.
I understand.
If you're not a heavy hip hop fan, you don't know Gucci Mane.
You don't have to be a heavy hip hop fan to know.
No, I'm not saying. I'm
like,
just saying, like, listening to rap. If you don't listen to rap,
a casual listener will know who Gucci is.
They know who he is, but what do they know about Gucci Mane? This is my thing. Like, Wayne, even if you're not really a rapper, you know Wayne from, he was here, he did this. Even if you're a rock and roll fan, you know Wayne because Wayne put out rock and roll. Like, that's what I mean when I say
the rock and roll community does not know Wayne for that rock album.
How can you say that though? It did well. So like, some people listen, it did very well. It didn't do as good as his rap, of course, but it did well enough to where it garnished him another fan base.
Congratulate my man, then try to knock him down. I'm saying, go ahead.
I just don't feel like Gucci supersedes rap. I feel like he is a legend in hip hop, factual. You can never take away his impact, but one, his accolades does not match some of the other people we're gonna say as far as legends, and two, he didn't transcend, because that was one of the first ones we gave was you transcend whatever sport or whatever you did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He never transcended that. We just got to be 1,000 about it. His genre is that genre, and he's the legend of that genre. Now, if you want to say he's a legendary trap artist for what he did for that genre, I would completely go with that. But if we're going to say overall legendary,
that genre took over the rap game.
And in some aspects, like I said, but you got to think about it. It's gonna, when we speaking about legends, and we speak about legendary, we speaking overall. Just like you spoke earlier, it's gonna definitely be tiers of legendary. If we wanted to break it down like that, I mean, we could have a whiteboard. We're gonna have so many different sections of speaking about legends. Like you said, the trap is gonna, or you're gonna have something that could say, that just crossed over to other things. But let me go into the chat real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see what people said. Travis, Shout out to Cuzzo. Hey Cuzzo, but we did an episode about one hit wonders, so we definitely know that we got some one hit wonders that has some accolades and stuff like that. But
that's a fact.
Yeah, like I said, but I don't think no one hit wonders is legend or legendary. Ready Teddy said, okay, DJ, yo, I gotta give a shout out to DJ Ready Teddy. He did his thing this weekend at Rico Party. Yes, he was putting it on for the trap. Yo, listen, this guy is really a crowd motivator and don't even be on the mic. I gotta get a crowd motivator to his name's slipping my tongue. What's the name that was on the mic at your party?
Tom Ellis.
Ellis, yeah. Shout out to Ellis too.
Mr. D-Town Swag.
Yeah, he definitely did that. But Ready Teddy, yo, you gotta let me spend a couple of be like your opener or something one day, so I can show it out where I go.
You wasn't trying to get booked.
I ain't trying to get booked. I want them to see what I'm working with.
Now we got it on camera.
But yeah, big shout out to Ellis though for that. He definitely was a crowd motivator.
My boy just checked in. Shout out to my boy Ellis.
But Ready Teddy, yo, definitely. He said Timbaland and Missy. Timbaland and Missy. What's your opinion? Legend or legendary?
Shit, that one's actually harder than that one's actually harder.
I'm gonna say Missy, legendary, because she writes, she has hits, she transcended. I think she check off on all three of those boxes. I think Timbaland is legend, just a legend.
You know, it's crazy.
He's a legendary producer.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, because what aspect are we putting Timbaland in? Because he's not a rapper, singer, no, he's a producer. Yeah. We would have to have a whole separate conversation for producers. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So if we're gonna just talk about Missy at this point, it's like,
nah, Timbaland was rapping on a couple songs. I mean,
come on, but come on, like, what is Timbaland though, for real? Like, are we really?
He's a legendary producer.
But are we gonna call him an artist though?
Are we gonna call Diddy an artist?
Hell no.
He was an artist though.
But you know what's crazy? Album. I don't consider him an artist. But in these kind of conversations, yes, because he has accolades for rapping. Whether he wrote that shit or not, he has accolades for rapping.
You feel me?
So it's like you kind of have to talk about it though.
That was a trick question.
You kind of have to talk about it. But when it comes to Missy, it's like, damn, I want to say yes so bad, but to me, I don't feel like Missy. You know what it is? I think it's recency bias. I think it's more so because she hasn't been around, you kind of forget the impact. But her writing and shit, like she wrote so many songs that people don't even know about. Yeah. So to me, yeah, but who really? To the public, I don't think she would be considered legendary.
And that's another question that brings up too, though. Like when an artist comes out and they put out fire music, fire whatever they put out, writing whatever they put out, and then they go missing. Does that throw them in the category of being a legend because they had that?
That's what it is.
So hold on.
A lot of people.
I'm asking a question. I'm just asking.
I'm about to ask. So does longevity play a part in it?
Yes, it has to. It has to.
There's some people
to be legendary. Hell yeah.
Hold on.
To be legendary, longevity has to play a part.
So what's the final verdict on Missy? I say yeah.
I say yes. I say she's to
legendary.
Me, what's fucked up is to me she squeaked in. No, listen, I'm not even being funny though. Like, yo, I feel like her being gone for a minute definitely kind of elevated that also. But I feel like she would have to be in.
Man, Missy gonna put a number one hit out next week.
All right, I'm gonna go to one more person on here. Winner Moore.
Shout out to my girl Winner. Thanks for checking in.
Wu-Tang Clan. What's your opinion? Legends or legendary?
You know what's fucked up?
What?
If they would be legendary, I don't even think they would be legendary for the rapping. Don't get into this. Listen, no, hear me out.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not talking about their ability to rap. I'm talking about what most people my age know Wu-Tang for isn't really the rapping. They kind of transcended being just rappers. Like their symbol, the being 1,000 deep. Like it's so much other shit that people talk about when they talk about Wu-Tang. Don't get it twisted though. Wu-Tang can rap. All 99 of them niggas can go. Like we're not talking about can they rap? No, they can go. To me, what will make them legendary is their impact after the rapping. You get what I'm saying? Like they are still huge. Like niggas still know them They still tour right now. You know that?
Yeah, I know that.
They still overseas going stupid touring. Like, so I would have to say, hell yeah, them as a group is legendary. 100%. They're Wu-Tang shirts in Walmart right now. Like for real, that shit is crazy.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I probably know about 5 Wu-Tang songs.
That's what
I
the
ain't
fuck
even
I'm
lie,
saying,
like
though.
music, like individual, like RZA and Method Man. I still don't consider either one of them as legendary, and I love METHO. I mean, I used to rap it randomly when I was younger, but
as a group, I'll say that they're legendary because of the fact of that they could all go, and they all was able to put out solo projects, and then also, like you said, the impact with the clothing, the acting, all that other stuff. So there was a group that was really like is a legendary.
See,
now, individual wise, that's gonna be a certain level.
None of them except none of them. Now that I think I'm sitting back thinking about none of them are legendary. Hell no,
not legendary. It might be a 1 or 2 that might be legends,
like,
but
bro,
not legendary.
Like Lucha said, I think everything, the aura and the 99 of them, and everybody has skills, and the stuff that they did outside of music, their movie careers, plural, the writing, you know what I'm saying. I will still consider them legendary, but I wouldn't consider them legendary for music. Fact. But for the whole overall, and, you know what I'm saying, I would say yeah. But just specifically music, I'm gonna say legend. But overall,
to me, they squeaked in with just aura. Like it's so much aura and mystique, and like that type of shit is what would make them legendary, though.
I'm just going to have to say, Luch looking like one of the members today, though.
With the ski mask on.
you looking like one of the episodes when they bust on the stage and shit. Yeah,
you stupid.
Okay, Woo. So but Luch, it's your turn now to mention your next legend or legendary person.
Hold on. You skipped past one of the second part of her question.
What was it? I ain't see her second part. Let me go back. What she said. She said I agree.
Nasty Nas.
Oh, we're gonna hold them on. Hold on. We got back. We're gonna go back. But who's your next artist you think is legend or legendary?
I think 50 Cent is a legend.
Legend.
Hell no.
Hold up. Let him say why. Why you think he's a legend? 50 Cent, legend. Why?
I feel like he would be top tier legend. Just
legend, not legendary.
I wouldn't put him legendary.
Just legend.
Know what? No, fuck that. 50 Cent is legendary.
Okay, I was about to say because we was about to get on your ass. I just want you to listen. We was about to get on your ass because you can't stop the ring.
Nah, because once I sat back and thought, like I really was listening to you, and I'm sitting back thinking about it, like, what the fuck am I talking about? I literally just
as soon as you said it, that's what we was thinking
about somebody about all the shit this nigga doing. I just watched 7 interviews from all 50 of his songs from his shows that's coming out. Like, hell no. Like, yeah, 50 Cent would 100% got to be legendary. Strictly because you had the accolades in music. You had that longevity, that run. You had that run where you couldn't touch him. For a good 4-5 years, it was 50 and nobody else ate nothing. He had that run. He had that dominant ass run. And then you transitioned and transcended music. You got shows. A lot of shows. Some of the best shows on your network is coming from you. You got fingerprints in other shows that people don't even talk about. Like, he far and beyond transcended music, and you still have so many accolades from music. So yeah, 100% he would have to go. He would have to be considered a legendary artist.
I mean, and I agree that he's definitely a legendary artist because, like I said, they also had a clothing line. He had a sneaker.
Facts.
He put other artists on. I mean, just like we stated in previous episodes, like I said, you could check out previous episodes on YouTube. Also, we're also on Spotify. You can listen to them if you can't view them. You can also look at them on, like I said, our group Nights at the Round Table, our previous episode. We also stated how, Game first album went because of 50. You know what I mean? So he put so many other people on.
Half that album.
Yeah, and then like I said, he had a G Unit click, even though the best one was Lloyd Banks. But other than that, like I said, 50 did do that. Then now to transcend to making shows and getting in movies, and he still drops singles because he's doing the intro for them shows, and they still fire tracks.
And it's hard too.
Yeah,
we're not even gonna talk about the fact that Power intro was still fire.
Even when he changed it up with the Trey Songz, and then the one for right now for BMF is tough too.
Like,
so he definitely
like that,
he's definitely legendary. You got anything else to say to that? You got anything to say else to say to that?
I mean, soon as he said that, I was like, "Yo, he's wilding right
because
now."
Why would you think I was gonna not think
I
was gonna switch that though? You thought I was gonna leave it at 50 ain't legendary?
Sure. Nah, you had to though.
Nah, because I thought about it though. You know what it was though?
What?
I genuinely forgot about all the fucking shows and I forgot about all that shit. All I was thinking about was the music. And that's when he started talking. I clicked it like, I'm bugging.
Listen, but just the music, like. It's few rappers to sell over 1 million copies.
That's a fact.
They're on you. Hey, shout out to my boy Steve Fresh.
Listen,
he had called. I was trying to see if he had wanted to call in.
Son, I literally said 50's a legend for 3 fucking seconds. I switched it right after. Relax, people.
Hey.
I said it for 3 seconds, and we got like 6 calls and 4 comments. Calm down.
Yo, the comments is going off. Yo, Shock Rule. We listen. We had to. Me and Rico was looking at him crazy. Like, listen, we was about to turn our backs on him when he said that he wasn't. he just went straight legend for 50 Cent, but. Shock Rule, give a shout out to Shock Rule. Listen, another Mighty Bucks person that said they did their thing, man. Respect to Shock Rule.
Tell them come up here. Stop ducking the convo, Shock. Come sit down with the guys.
You know we got a seat for you.
Hey, 50 said 50. Rico, it's your turn. Mention your next person. Then we're gonna go back to the comments and then Rich mention.
Bro, stop looking at me like I ain't changing.
Man. My bad.
Stop looking at me like I ain't changing because we changed it right after.
I'm about to say 50 boys.
You stupid. Yo.
T.I.
What you think? Would you think T.I. is legend or legendary?
If you would have asked me this question 10 years ago, I definitely would have said legendary. I would have said it with so much conviction. But as time goes past and I try to go back and re-listen to your albums, it just seems like I can't get past Urban Legend. I try to listen to King. I try to listen to T.I. versus Tip.
So you consider him legend?
He's stuck in the legend act because the acts that you brung to the game were decent. They were decent, but you haven't. And I like T.I. He's a legend, yo.
He's just a legend.
He's a legend to me.
So you got anything to say about that? Legend or legendary? You agree?
No, but it's hard too because he check off a lot of boxes. But to me, bro never had a moment to me. Now, just my opinion, people. Just an opinion. I never looked at T.I. like he's to me, he never had that dominant run that everybody else we just named has had at one point in time.
But he considers himself the king of the South.
When? I
think Wayne was, you're friends with Wayne, and Wayne was like, okay.
Like this one, like I don't ever think T.I. had a run where everybody was unanimous that
what's the key to nigga. A god?
Like he's that nigga. Like think like when we say Wayne, he had that run.
Yeah,
we know when around the Carter 3 times. We know that run. We know 50 run. Who else did we say? We said Mike. We know that. That's yeah. I mean that don't count. Gucci Man, the 3,000 mixtapes they had.
That run is crazy.
I don't remember. Somebody tagged me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't remember that run where T.I. was looked at as the undisputed. That's that nigga. I don't remember that time.
But do you still consider him a legend though?
I don't know because I don't think his music aged well. Like there's some. No, listen. There's a few songs. There's a few songs. Yeah, but I don't think his music as a whole. Like I would never throw on
like
a full T.I. album.
Like I told you, I don't 100% disagree with what he's saying because all those other artists, Gucci included, yes, I am biased with Gucci, but at the same time, as certain mixtapes and albums, I will still let ride out. I go back to T.I. and it's like damn, this was hot back then, but man.
So T.I. is not a legend in your book, but not a legend in your book.
No, he a legend in my book. Not legendary.
Not legendary. Okay, so he's definitely a legend. Okay, I respect that. T.I.'s a legend. Like I said, I think for me personally, maybe I'm gonna be biased because like I said, I'm a northerner. I know when I like T.I. stuff, I ain't gonna lie, he was one of the first in the group of southern rappers that I listened to. You know, I can't take away from the next group that I might mention, and I don't want to bring them up yet because I want to go to the comments. But the one another groups, you know, I'm gonna go to the comments.
I want to get on Teddy ass so bad.
Hold on. So it's definitely. Yo, it's definitely. I agree with you. He's a legend in his own right, and like I said, for him to say that he was the king of the South, that, you know, I guess that's pumping yourself up, and I guess maybe because he kind of helped open up the floodgates for the South in some retrospect.
If you ever had an argument for T.I. to be legendary, I think that more so what would it be? Like it would be like his impact as far as the king of the South. I think that would be the only type of argument. And I go against it, but I could see somebody arguing that T.I. was legendary for that. But to me, no.
My thing is, like I said, maybe 10 years ago, I would say it with conviction, like, yeah, but I mean, as time moves on, you move on from certain things. And it's just like, bro, like, I don't like listening to your old music and I love you. Like, maybe another artist that I'll bring up.
All right, we're gonna go back to that. Something happened with the your camera real quick. Just got pull that thing.
That was Shock. Shock sent that.
No, okay, all right. All right, so there we go. He's stupid. Hey, so I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. You know, hey, they still out here talking about they want to shoot a fade with you saying that 50 wasn't legendary.
My nigga, listen, all fades accepted, but I could have swore I said he's legendary like 3 seconds later. Bro.
Okay.
It was definitely a pregnant pause.
Oh, what's going on with your camera? My brother, something going on with your camera. We got to see what's going on with your camera. But so Teddy said T.I. had a 3-year run with PSC and Young Dro. So he's saying he had like I said, you can do it yourself. Try to fix, just straighten it up. Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, like it's like
pull the bottom part.
He talking about a 3-year run, and it's like, I don't know. I might not have been there.
It's not a 3-year run that I'm upset about. Why ain't nobody listen to no PSC?
Who the fuck is PSC?
Exactly. Nobody. If you listen to T.I., then you know. But ain't no way you talking about PSC.
I mean, T.I. had some movies too, like that would do the transcending.
And Shock said,
and Takers definitely.
And Shocker like that put him out there. Shock Roo said that PSC was trash, and he said T.I. run was longer than 3 years.
I promise you, I don't remember that 3-year run though. Listen, like Shock, I guess you know what it was. I was not listening to T.I. heavily. Like he did a lot of good commercial like records that took off, like Whatever You Like and shit like that. Like, don't get it twisted. He not trash. He's a legend. I don't think he's legendary.
Yeah, like there's no disrespect.
But he's a top tier legend though. 100%.
Yeah, like he. Certain people couldn't make this top 75 in the NBA.
You're right.
He doesn't break the top 20, 25 for me. Just now, going back listening, and I've heard so many new artists, and it's like, and it's not to take away what he done. I just don't like that shit no more.
He's somebody that I can't find myself really going back and listening to bro songs over. Like I listen to old Wayne, I listen to old Gucci. I listen to a lot of people. I don't listen to like 50 Cent's first album still can get played right now.
True facts.
So
you
know
right
what?
Now,
you know what? I'm gonna still say no. But now that I think about it, listen, those first 3 albums was probably like his best chance, and none of those hit those milestone marks into an urban legend. All the ones before that, trap music and what's the first one? Holy shit! Yo. See, the smoke about to. Hold on. I'm gonna get to. Oh shit, dog! I can't do nothing about the colorization.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to the comments. But my next thing is this though. Is we're gonna go back to the Temptation comment. Temptations. Legend or legendary?
I can't comment on that because I don't know nothing about. I'm not familiar enough with them for me to speak on it. Like I gotta bow out of that one because I'm really not familiar with them enough for me to even judge them in their career.
Definitely legendary for me. I think. And get back to Winner's comment. She mentioned Wu-Tang one time, but Nas. Do you think Nas is legend or legendary?
You know,
don't all speak at once.
Listen, you know how I feel. I consider my guy to be legendary.
Why do you consider Nas being legendary to be legendary?
I have not seen that many, if any, touch that penmanship. It's still transcending. Like I need somebody with that same type of. It's hard to even put the words together when you describing like the way his music still make me feel to this day.
So Nas legendary for Rico. What about you, Luch?
Yeah, he's legendary.
Nothing else to say? Nothing else to say behind? He's legendary. You agree? Oh, it must be something.
I mean, like I agree. I've never been enamored with the Nas. I think he's legendary. I think he's one of the best rappers ever. There's no arguing or debating that. I just was never one of them ones. I never was that. Yeah, he never had that aura to me. I never looked at Nas like that. But I do think he's a fucking amazing rapper, though. 100%.
Yo, these comments is crazy.
You said Nas got robbed in Florence.
Hey, yo, these comments are crazy. But you know what it is?
What?
I'm gonna tell you why these they look crazy on cameras, because the definition of the new cameras is something crazy. So in person, it doesn't look like that. What y'all saying? Like the lips red, like you've been drinking Kool-Aid and stuff. But it's because of the camera. The new cameras is crazy. Teddy said Nas got robbed in Florence. I wasn't down here for that, so I don't know. We talking about legend. He really got robbed. That's crazy.
That's why Florence is legendary. Don't play with us down here.
Hey,
funny as hell.
Facts.
Melody said that Temptations are both legends and legendary. We're definitely we choosing one though. Like legendary is above legends, so Auntie definitely. I agree with that. But I'm about to shoot out somebody. I'm about to shoot out a name.
Somebody else, bro. Please just say Master P, because this nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to put it up there.
He's been trying to say Master P for 13 comments.
I see it.
Please,
yo, Ready Teddy said Master P, but you didn't say what he was to you. Is he legend or legendary? What's your opinion? Legend or legendary, Luch? Master P.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it so reluctantly, like just so fucking reluctantly.
Don't do it.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's legendary. Excuse me. He is legendary but it has nothing to fucking do with music at all. He's legendary though for every other reason that we call niggas legendary. He put niggas on. He had a crazy impact on music, and he transcended music. Like he has business. Like he transcended just music. Like people know him for other shit other than just the music. Because to me, if it was all based upon music, hell fucking no.
Listen, Master P is the original hood all-star. He rapped so dope and made it to the NBA.
Facts.
The dude got gold ceilings. There ain't nothing for me to talk about, man.
Like he definitely got to be legendary.
So would you say he's legendary?
Of course.
You got to put him.
It ain't even a thought.
It's almost blasphemous to not say he's legendary.
About that.
But to me, it has nothing to do with the music. But like for my reasons for putting him as legendary, it don't got nothing to do with music. But he is legendary though.
Stop it.
For all the other shit, I'm just saying I never fucked with the music. But all that other shit he do is crazy.
But the music, listen, the music was hard too, though. I'm sorry, man. The opinion, you had to be there. Listen. What's the thing?
The music is opinion.
What's the new slang? You had to be there.
Yeah, I mean, we can debate the music all day long about what we like.
People still putting tanks in their video because of Master P.
This nigga he's gonna continue. I didn't like this nigga music. We agree. We agree. He is legendary. I just don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna go to one more comment, then I'm gonna mention a few artists, and you gotta tell me what y'all think. Since I let y'all say y'all, I'm gonna say mine, and I'm gonna let you know. But this is the last comment I'm gonna go to right now.
Yo, Shark said, take your jacket off.
Yeah,
right. Like,
yo, Trick Daddy. Somebody put Trick Daddy. Ellis.
Trick
you
Daddy
said Trick
what?
Daddy is what? Was it? Is he legend or legendary?
I think they was talking about him getting robbed in Formers.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying, Ellis.
That was about.
Ellis, let us know what you're saying. I don't know if you were saying he was a legend or a legendary. Well, we'll get back to that. So now I'm gonna mention a couple of artists. You tell me if they're legend or legendary, and you let me know. One of the artists I'm gonna mention, Prince.
Legendary.
Why?
Nigga, he's Prince.
But that's not enough. That's not enough.
What? Nigga, he Prince. Yes, it is enough. What the fuck?
The man name is the artist.
Formerly known as. Stop playing with me, bro. Move next artist, bro.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't.
You got the answer.
You said legendary?
You got the answer.
We don't gotta argue with that. We don't gotta talk about that.
No, he is not Michael Jackson. But yes, he is. See how my mic start tripping when y'all start asking me crazy stuff here. Like
we not even like, bro. It's nothing to talk about.
Camera keep going in and out. You'll see it if you watch it. You'll see what it is. But
consider one of the most sampled artists ever. Like, man, stop playing, bro. Prince is Prince. Even if you've never heard a Prince song, Prince is Prince.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I'll give him that. Next artist I'm gonna mention, Hove. Legend or legendary?
Legendary.
Man, I thought you was gonna give us some real questions.
No, because I want to know. I want to know the reason why. I'm about to go there though.
Everything.
There's no box that nigga don't check.
Everything.
Like, there's nothing he did.
Everything.
He got every accolade you could have as far as
I'm a boy
rapper.
Anthony Edwards. Everything.
Facts.
I'm a boy Ant said everything.
Like there's nothing Hove. There's no box Hove don't check.
He's not a businessman.
He's a businessman.
So, but like I said, my thing, I don't understand why. I mean, my thing, not that. He's definitely legendary. I agree totally. But I just wanted to know what was your opinions about Hove, because reason being is that, like I said, you say check every box. You check every box to become legendary. He's already legendary now.
Fact. If he stopped and never made another song, he's legendary.
If he didn't put out 444,
if he did, I'm about to lie. His last three. If he kept his last three, Hove would still be legendary.
That's fact.
Because he nigga Hove was a legend prior to hitting mature Hove.
Are you talking about Sean Carter?
Yeah, really. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even know. Are we still talking about Hove?
All right.
What are we talking about?
I got a group for y'all. Outkast, legend or legendary? I told them I'll take it there.
I'm gonna go first. Because I feel like the comments is gonna go crazy when this young man speaks. Legendary.
Why you consider them legendary?
The music, just simply the music. Music still standing the test of time, and individually, Drake.
Oh, what you said, Drake?
No. Andre 3000 can put a verse out right now, and when he puts this verse out, no matter what, you're going to go listen to it. You're going to find the track and find out, like, what did he say? He's legendary.
Oh yeah, he's legendary.
Yo, don't hold back your comments, my brothers. Say what you gotta say.
Like
Outkast, they're legendary to you.
I don't gotta like them to say they're legendary. They're legendary though.
And because
what?
And I just think because everybody else that we've mentioned and like brung up,
Brian,
had to like have something else besides just strictly the music. They check off the box strictly because of that music.
My thing is this. My next thing is I think I got a couple of more another artist that I wanted to see who, if they legend or legendary. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Let me see. The next artist I'm gonna state. You know what, Betty? I'm gonna go to this question. My thing, give me 5. Your top 5 legends, and then we're gonna go to your top 5 legendary artists that you think. your top 5 legends, and then your top 5 legendary artists. These is like I said, these are their opinions. So if you get upset about their opinions, who they think is a legend or legendary, these are their opinions. Do you need time to think about it? Because I give y'all time to think about it, and I could just state something else.
Yeah, I need the time to get my list together.
You need time to get your list together too. Also, Rico. For top 5.
I think I can give you top 5 legends.
Just legends. Top 5 legends.
Top 5 legends.
And I might interject to ask why you think they consider them legends. So your top 5 legends. Go ahead.
Can he say people that we already said?
Yeah, he can say people you already said. It's up to you. But they gotta be.
I'm going to scratch out T.I. for legend.
So it's like I said, it's legends. We're not speaking of legendary. We're speaking of legends.
T.I.
Okay.
My guy, my dog, Chief Keef, Sosa himself. Listen, I've never seen a younger person have that type of impact to this day in the game.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa. Oh, my bad.
I mean, Chief Keef, I never listened to his music. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I can't speak on that whole legend thing about him. Go ahead.
Man, I'm telling you, he's a legend. If I put his track on in the club right now from 2012, it's still gonna rock like it was a brand new song.
Okay.
Let's see. I think Cube is only a legend. I don't think he made it to that legendary status. I think the other things that he's doing now makes him legendary.
Wait, who?
Ice Cube.
Let it go. Let him say his opinion.
I'm just speaking off strictly music wise.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. Let me take him off. Let me let me backtrack on that. You got a chance to backtrack. Can I backtrack?
Because I'm sitting here thinking, there's no way in God's green earth this nigga said Master P is legendary and not Cube. That's crazy.
Look, I backtrack. Yeah, can I backtrack?
Nah, they still killed me at that backtrack.
For the people in the comments, y'all put in your top 5 legends, not legendary, but legends. And I'm gonna mention y'all in the comments. I'm gonna show them on the screen.
But I lost my numbers.
You only got 2. You got T.I. You said T.I. and Chief Keef. So you took Ice Cube off. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys, legend. That whole crunk movement. When you talking about run and impact on the music, they definitely check out. Accolades, they definitely check out. They're not legendaries, but they're legends.
Okay, go ahead. That's 3.
I hate when it's a brief pause like that. Like,
but I just hate
it because you got to start thinking like you want to make sure you got.
Go ahead. I mean, if you can't
be a legend, man.
A legend. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. That's number 4. You got one more legend. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to the comments. Go ahead.
But it popped up soon as
I know. Go ahead. Who's your last person as a legend?
I'm gonna put Dirk in there.
Dirk, a young legend. He's a young legend.
Him and Chief Keef, young legends. I think Chief Keef got enough time to stage a ultimate comeback, like far as like that level where he was at before.
Luch, you got your top 5 legends?
No, I was too busy talking shit about this nigga.
Okay, what you got to say? What's your opinion about his list?
Who was number 4 on your shit?
You wrote him down?
He said Jeezy. He said Jeezy. He said Jeezy. He said Jeezy's a legend.
Drunk.
Me?
You fucking drunk.
You're a legend.
A fucking legend.
You're a legend. Him and T.I. in the same boat. They're legends.
No. Why you don't think Jeezy's a legend?
I fucking hate him.
So that's just a biased opinion.
You don't think he's up there at all?
No, I fucking hate Jeezy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he went to legendary status. I was like that way. I was like, bro, you tripping? Like he did not.
Hey, yeah,
y'all said I'm tripping, but
hey, listen,
I hate that nigga. I really genuinely hate Jeezy.
He just mad at Jeezy. So we got what's that?
I really hate this nigga.
Listen. You got your top 5 legends yet? I'm gonna go to the let me go to the comments and then I'm gonna come back. So here we go. We got got another cousin that checked in. They said Hov is legendary. He's a billionaire, so that's just automatically makes him legendary. Cuzzo, I see you, cousin. The money definitely talks, but he's definitely Jay-Z is definitely legendary. Prince, they agreed that he's legendary. Let me go back down. Teddy, Scarface. He says Scarface, Jadakiss, Bum B. Teddy, are they legend? Are you saying they're legendary, or are you saying they are legends? Let us know, Teddy. People agree that Outkast is legendary. Ellis with the check-in. Ellis with another one. Luda, what do you consider Luda? Legend or legendary?
I consider Luda ass.
Listen, we had this on past shows.
Yeah,
I still respect Luda.
I don't,
but he never made it to that. I think in that time frame, he was a legend. But I think as time like kept going, I think time ellipsed like what he was doing. I think it was more like showing pizzazz than like straight music, like artistry and stuff. There's nothing.
I think my thing. Hold on, let me before you say something.
Oh, you already know what's going on.
Listen. You know what I think though? I think Luda's a legend in his own lane because he had anthems. Like song anthems that what's name? I don't know about albums to get like put together. Like I can't listen to a full Luda album. I can listen to his songs if you made it in a mixtape. Like you put his best songs together. Yeah. So is he a legend? I don't know. That's kind of hard for me. What you was about to say, Luch?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes.
What is the last Luda song that y'all heard? And this is a follow-up question to this question. This is just the beginning.
The joint with
what is the last Ludacris song that you listened to?
It was a lot of singing on it. I'm trying to think what
the last Luda song I heard, he had a song. I think he had a song that said it was Vitamin D. I think that was the last song that's not the last song he probably put out, but that's the last song I think I heard. I think it was a song called Vitamin D, something like that.
When was that?
I don't know.
This was probably about 2-3 years. I mean, I gotta listen. I listened to all music 2-3-4 years ago. What's the last song he said? What's the last song you heard of Luda?
I told you the song when they were singing.
You were singing.
When was the last time you typed in a Ludacris song? Like specifically went to a Ludacris song?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. The joint where he
I'm talking about, I know you're talking about that song. Yeah, I know a song. I can't think of the name of that song.
And the girl in the background, like the explicit version is different, but for the show,
yeah,
she says, "Come home with me." I think that's the name of the song. Come home with me.
But Teddy said that he had a track on the soundtrack of Fast 6. So
okay, they on 11 now.
Yeah.
My only thing to Luda is keep it 1,000. The songs that y'all talking about from his prime of making music, how many of them would you actually like if we was on a road trip and I start bumping some fucking old Luda, are you really gonna be like, oh yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember this shit. There's no hype in that shit, bro. Like that shit has zero replay value now, bro. I can hit it from the legs up. I ain't listen to that shit no more, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Fantasy might get.
Listen. No, listen. This is the best one.
I'm looking back at it.
Listen,
and that's the only song I got downloaded.
That's the only song.
I gotta.
But listen, I ain't gonna lie though. I referenced that track today as a joke. Like I was in the supermarket.
Area codes can slide though.
Yeah, it can.
But it's Nate Dogg too.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm talking about. We know the clip.
That's what I said. He had anthems.
These other niggas that we're talking about, they can play their B-sides and niggas be like, oh, that's crazy. No fucking Ludacris B-sides. You're not.
I mean, in the car, if you put move, move on in the car, we on the interstate,
and you zooming through to the lane like move, bitch.
I ain't even gonna lie, we probably be turned like
we his best songs, nigga. You're never gonna put on a full fucking Ludacris set and go, oh, man, you're gonna pick the best fucking songs out of that, which is like 7, maybe 6.
We might have to put a little bit more respect because I'm looking back.
I gotta look back at shit.
Hey,
in the car riding.
Yeah,
he got some songs
you're
that
not
might
listening to that shit,
slide.
bro. You just hype, bro. Ain't
Yeah, that's
nobody
what I'm
putting that
saying.
shit on.
I'm not gonna put it on by myself, but like if we was on a road
Nobody
trip,
putting that. He don't even listen to that shit
if we
no
was on
more.
a road trip to the A, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not gonna put it on. But if you put it on, I'm not gonna be like.
You see what you just said, right? I ain't put that shit on.
If you look, we pull out the driveway. You put roll out on. We gonna ride. Roll out.
like I said, it's an anthem.
And I'm gonna be like, hey,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People niggas name like 7 songs and be like, oh yeah, see, I got a point. No, you don't. He's been rapping for 20 fucking years. He got like 10 songs that you would play now.
Yeah.
He's been rapping for forever. Ain't nobody playing that shit.
I mean,
bro.
but I think the goal is to at least have a song that somebody will listen to
fuck.
20
Hey,
years.
but
I'm not gonna put it on, but I ain't gonna be mad
but
at
if,
you.
if you think about it, the definition that we spoke about earlier about legends and legendary, he has transcended where he came with a lot of stuff. Like I said, he got commercials, he got movies, he's doing soundtracks, he's doing all that stuff. So that doesn't put him in the classification as a legend.
It does, and that's why I said I think he's ass because he meet all them categories, but he's still ass.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, because he did hit he hit those boxes that we was talking about, but I still don't feel like he should be there.
Yeah, like
as a legend.
If I don't push T.I. to the next level, I don't feel like Ludacris is on that same level.
Bro, it's like Ludacris got all the things that we say make a legend. He has all of them. There's nothing that you could take away from Luda. I'm never fucking playing that nigga music, bro. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go to another comment.
We're gonna go to the comments, but in the comments, I want to hear y'all response. What do y'all think about Ludacris?
They told me I'm friend on that nigga.
Hold on. All right, so another comment we got up here. Luda struck a chord up here. Hey, Snoop.
Come on.
Unk.
I'm gonna answer.
That's not even one of the ones you don't got to talk about.
Listen, man. I love the transition of Uncle Snoop.
Yes.
We ain't calling him Snoop Doggy Dog. We ain't calling him none of that. Uncle Snoop. Legendary for all the right reasons.
Yes, he's definitely legendary, man. He started out young, and he had. I ain't gonna say all his albums been what's but he has some songs that you'd be like, listen, you could play a whole lot of songs from Snoop, and then he transcended into the TV world, all that other stuff.
Listen,
he's
gonna be dancing. Yep. Your mama gonna be dancing, and if your grandma hip still good, she might hit a 2-step.
And then another thing, everybody know who Snoop is. You ain't, listen, I don't care what if they don't know him for his music, they know him for something. Snoop is a legend. Okay,
somebody in the
legendary.
Comments said, "What about Dougie Fresh?"
Hold on. I'm just getting there. I'm going down through them because we're gonna get back to you to get your top 5 legends in. Teddy got his top 5 legends. This is what he put. Don't attack this man. This is his opinion. This is his list. He said legends: Soulja Boy, Yin Yang Twins, Missy, Dipset. Who's that? Spiff Kids?
Yeah.
Spiff Kids?
Yeah.
And he said, I said what I said. Those who he think is his legends. Listen, we don't attack our viewers. So
now that's my fucking DJ. Listen, I agree with you up into
I'll put it back on the screen for you so you can see.
Up into the Yin Yang Twins. The Yin Yang Twins, I cannot agree. Soulja Boy does not get the respect. He is the first rapper to, you feel me? I think Missy Elliott is supposed to be in the legendary spot, but I can't argue with that. Dipset for life. And come on, man. The Spiff Kid is always going to be a legend in my heart. You feel me? It has not been a state. It has not been a state yet that I've been to, and I have not heard twerk that.
So you think they legends based off of that one?
Their manager messed them up. Yes, they are in my heart.
Any opinion about his list, sir?
I don't care about his list.
Oh, okay. Next comment in what's the name? Dougie Fresh is Anisha says Dougie Fresh, legend or legendary?
I'm gonna just say legend because the only thing I know about Dougie Fresh is the beatboxing, and I love it, and I love that he still can go and tour and do his thing. I don't think he surpassed Jeezy or T.I., so I'm gonna leave you in that box with them. I think you've done enough for the culture, and it might be a little time bias.
It's 100% a time bias.
Yeah,
but I agree because I wasn't there for that, so I can't attest to how big, but I've heard from people who was there and how fucking big him standing on the stage for an hour set, beatboxing and no DJ, niggas just rapping over it. Like that shit is legendary shit, but I wasn't there for that impact. And that's one of the things I think you got to be there for. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a time bias to where if you weren't experiencing that, you didn't see it. That was like 10, 20 years before, not 20, like 10 years before I was even born. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I still think he's a legend because I still know who he is. I still know what he did, but it doesn't have the same impact. Like his impact is different for me.
I agree with legend. For Dougie Fresh, legendary, he's teetering the line. Like the line right there, and he took a hopscotch leap. He could possibly get into the legendary category, but he's legend because he's still definitely that crowd motivator at this age right now. And just like I said, I think it's a time-based type thing. So he's legendary. If you think about time, like, okay, dad, this dude came out in the 80s and he's still relevant now. You think legendary like that, but music-wise, anything else, I don't know what Dougie Fresh does, but he does have songs that still go off that he's been on, he's made, and things that he does, and he's definitely the crowd motivator. Like if Dougie Fresh became a DJ, like I would go see him because that's just how crowd motivated he was when I seen him. So Dougie Fresh, I consider him a legendary. Can't say.
Let me ask y'all something.
Yeah.
What do y'all classify Drake as?
That was a question that was going to come up. I mean,
we here now.
Yeah. So, what do you consider him as? You consider him as a legend or a legendary?
Stop playing with him.
Legendary.
Why do you consider him legendary? You said stop playing with him. So, what would you consider legendary?
No box. This nigga ain't checked in the last 10 years or so. Like the run he on, ain't nobody ever fucking been on something to where it was like he's been the top of it for like 10 years. Like. It's undisputed also. Like the people came and went as, oh shit, it could be 1A, 1B. He ain't never been 2. It was either he was 1A or he was 1B. It was J. Cole and Drake. It was Kendrick and Drake, but he was always there. You know what I'm saying? Like this run, crazy. The numbers and accolades, crazy. He's been in damn near every genre you could think of except country, if I'm not mistaken. Like what genre ain't this nigga do? Pop, reggae, soul. He's done all the genres and everything. Like, so it's like, what would you document?
I don't think,
and he's put people on Party Next Door, PND, The Weeknd. Like he's put people in.
That's solid. I ain't even gonna cap.
Listen,
I don't even listen to Party Next Door.
You said
he fired to me, so fired to me. Yo.
You said. So you think he's legendary already? He's a hold up.
House party. I should listen to.
Listen, hold up. So he's a young legendary artist already.
Facts. It doesn't feel right because he's still active.
When we talked about all the younger artists, or if we ever brung it up, that was never consideration for any of them except for him.
I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna go back and answer that. Because my thing about this. I'm gonna think about
get back to this show.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to this show.
Okay.
Not later. I'm gonna discuss that.
Okay, we give you. I'm
gonna do it this show. I'm gonna go back to the comments. Nelly. Now you already know how I feel about Nelly. If you look at the previous shows, you know already how I feel about Nelly already. So listen. And I ain't gonna lie, to me, he's the same classification as Luda for me. But Ella said Nelly, legend or legendary?
Shit.
Legend. I think because I personally will put a Nelly song on before I do the Nelly. And if they're in that same category and we both was like, if you put it on and we was riding some way, you know what I'm saying, we might let it slide. But
I think when it comes to him and Luda though, I think his music has aged better than Luda's did though. Like now, I can still put on country grammar and certain shit. Like, certain shit I can still play. Like if you played in the party, it's getting hot in here. I think niggas are still kind of rock. Like bitches will still get busy too. Like it'll still.
I mean, it's some song grills, all that stuff. I think
it's still songs by him that still kind of fire. Like to me though, and.
We got
Mr. Stay Fresh calling in. What's going on, my brother?
I want to fight all y'all, man.
Yeah, we got people calling in on the show. Hey, stay fresh. I was gonna hit you, bro. I was trying to get. I'm trying. It's a lot going on right now.
And listen. I respect all y'all brothers and all y'all opinions, but listen to me clearly. There's no way y'all can sit there. That Lucky can sit there and say T.I. is not legendary. Period.
I just did it.
What you think about him? What you think about his music? If you don't listen to him,
it wasn't Lucci.
Made trap music what it is today.
It wasn't Lucci.
It wouldn't be no trap music.
It wasn't Lucci.
It wasn't for T.I. when he first came out.
It was me. He is not legendary. He's a legend, brother, and I'm gonna call you back.
hey, I'm about to tell him about the hit. I'm about to hit him so I can put him on the Bluetooth.
We about to hit you so we get you on the Bluetooth.
That's a Biz legend.
Shut up.
Listen,
stay fresh. We're gonna get you on the Bluetooth in a second. Who we was on just now? We was
on Nelly.
Nelly.
Yeah, we was on Nelly.
I think Nelly he cracks the legend.
Facts.
Even if it's just by Marshall, I think he cracks the legend.
I think he mid-tier legend though. He in the middle part of them legends on the legend category because you got his impact and his whole opening up the Midwest region. Like it did matter. Like he did matter for a point in time.
Listen,
like
Air Forces.
That Air Force One shit
changed
was crazy.
The game.
Man,
listen, they wouldn't wear Air Forces like that.
Give me.
Listen to what he gave you. Air Forces and grills. He gave you songs to get dressed. And then he told you it was hot in here. Take it off.
You stupid, yo.
I fucks with Nelly though. Like
I've never seen nobody in South Carolina wear a Cardinals jersey into Nelly. Even though they are pretty fly, I've never seen nobody buy. It was Atlanta Braves down. Except for me, I've always been
somebody in the comments said Air Force prices went up because of him.
This is true. They was like $50.
But does it? Hold on.
They was like $50. They went up to $80 like the next summer.
But does that make him? Like I said, does that make him legendary, or does it make him just a legend?
He's just a legend.
He's just a legend to me.
He's a legend.
I don't think he transcends music. I don't think he checks that box at all. Somebody in the comments said Tupac and Biggie. Your thoughts?
Hold on, I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there in a few minutes. Hold on.
I'm almost getting tired of like people like mentioning them. Like,
you know what
as
it is?
Much as
I think their deaths, and because it was cut short so much, it has elevated the legacy so heavily. Though it's like so heavily. Excuse me.
Don't get it twisted.
But if we were to do it, though, you know what's fucked up? I would say something controversial. Fuck y'all. If we were to do it,
I try to out him real quick. I would
genuinely put Tupac as more close to legendary than Biggie. Like if I was gonna do it, listen. I like Biggie better, but if we're gonna check all those boxes as far as transcending music and all that shit, Tupac would have a better case to be legendary than Big would. 100%. Because if it's gonna be just based on music, they're neck and neck right there. But like I said, Tupac transcended music. There's so much other shit he did that affected shit. Like, yeah, I would. Fuck yeah.
So hold on. So Pac legendary, Big a legend.
Big is low tier legendary. Pac is mid tier legendary. They're both legendary because of. Even little kids know the fuck Biggie was. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain shit about Biggie just is like, he would have to be legendary because of his impact also. But in the category of legendary, Pac is higher than Big. 100%.
I'm not.
And I like Big music better.
I'm not for the position. I do agree with your music taste. I do prefer Biggie's music more than Tupac, but they're both legendaries, and that's never going to be disputed for me.
At all.
Okay, so we agree about the legendary. What I said I was gonna spin the block on. What was the
Drake?
The Drake. Okay, so my thing is
the
this.
Sixth guy.
Okay, so my thing is
now
this.
you have to tell us why you don't think he's legendary. Because
I mean, all right,
why think about it?
Okay. The reason why I had to think about it is this. Now, this is like I said, I always state these are my opinions. The reason why I think about it is this. He's definitely been fire since he came out. First album, I could say, yeah, okay, whatever. What's that? That first album was no, it wasn't. I think it was a mixtape. Houston, Atlanta. No, not Take Care. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Take Care was the one that took off for him.
Okay, so
yeah.
So my thing is this: like he was all right.
Atlanta, Vegas is the
no.
That's not that's a song.
That's a song, right? That was a song.
That song comes off that mixtape.
Okay.
That mixtape.
Take Care, because that's the one he went on tour with and everything.
Yeah,
it was Take Care.
Like I said, so like. His music is still like I don't believe in young legends. Like when you say you had young legends on yours, I don't believe in young legends. I think legendary. I believe in young legends, but not legendary. Young legendary artists. Like I think you still have to continue showing that body of work because all the people we have put in legendary have
crazy.
I'm talking about. Listen, because now if Drake stopped right now and don't make music, listen, I
swear to God, if he stops today,
and he don't make music until was it 2021? He don't make no more music, and we go in 2030. He's gonna be considered legendary. Then
I bet everything in my pocket right now.
Give me Take Care, and nothing was the same, and I'm Gucci.
And his. Everything else he did,
you feel me?
Yeah.
I just need those
Hell
two.
Yeah.
Long as I got those two albums and the rest of his hits, he good.
It
was Thank Me Later. That was his first album.
But
which was still like
Thank Me Later was his first album. But Take Care was
Take Care was Take Care was the album.
My
second album.
But my thing is that like I said, I don't believe in.
Yeah, this is the second album. I'll never forget this album.
I just don't believe that that someone can be young and legendary and they still in the game doing. I say young legend. I think
you think it's a time thing?
I mean, in some aspects,
but because he has the longevity thing that we talked about.
He does have the longevity thing. He definitely have the longevity thing. But my thing is like to be a young legendary artist.
If Drake stopped right now,
and then he'll become
90% of the industry won't ever pass what he's done.
You're right. You're talking
about features. You're talking about
hit
singles. He's
definitely going. He's definitely heading to the legendary status. I'm saying he's not. I'm not gonna say he's never gonna be legendary. I just think right now he's not legendary. He's definitely a legend. He's a top tier legend right now.
What else does he have to do?
I think my thing. You know what
because the tours and everything is crazy.
Listen, but you know what it is because numbers. Because you know why? Because numbers have made people feel that they legendary because he's doing what
I haven't brought up any
numbers. Even without the numbers, the impact is there.
Yeah, definitely because
his sound has been revamped and adapted. Many times.
Okay, so Ken, like I said, and I want to know, can he consistently continue to do that? He's covered probably 3 decades. I'm not even gonna lie about that. He probably covered.
What else you gotta do?
No, I mean, hey.
You just say he covered 3 decades.
He came out in almost 2009.
Yeah,
2009 is when he got dropped. So for 12 years now, he has been at the top. He has been consistently one of the best artists and biggest artists. And I don't see how every accolade he has it, every number he has it. Impact he has it, well known around the world he has it, transcendent music he has it.
My thing for young legend, I don't know. I might be wrong.
Growing up, everybody wanted to be a gangster rapper. Everybody that rap, it was 50.
You had to be tough to be a rapper.
My age group, it was 50. There was 50 Cent like rappers. I am a dedicated Drake fan.
Facts.
If he drops an album tomorrow, I'm listening. 50 Cent drop an album, I'm probably get around to it. Now, if he say he's gonna drop a new show,
100%,
I'm with it.
On it.
I'm just saying, like it's something for everybody.
I'm calling Mr. Stay Fresh. He's one of our previous guests, and he definitely watched the show heavy and got a lot of opinions that he got to hit us on the hotline. Stay Fresh, you're on the hotline because you got the back phone, so you know how to get to us. Go ahead, state your facts. Well, not your facts. State your opinions. State your opinions that you had to say.
State your fresh opinions.
Yeah, state.
I'm disappointed in y'all fellas tonight, man.
Oh my God.
I'm disappointed in y'all. But no, I'm just saying, to me, in my opinion, no matter how anybody else feeling about him, because personally, right now, T.I. is doing a lot of controversial little kiddie high school shit, but he is legendary. No matter how people look at him, the trap music wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for him. He started that lane. Was one of the pioneers of that lane. I ain't gonna say he started. He was one of the pioneers of that lane. So you cannot say he's not legendary in the sense when he brought what everybody listened to into the game. Yeah, it evolved over time for what he did it, but he was the ones that brought it to this lane right now. So you got to give him a legendary status just because of what he helped evolve music into what it is today. Master P gonna always be legendary. Nas gonna be legendary. 50 is legendary. But to hear somebody say T.I. just a legend, nah, man, that's ludicrous.
Is that ludicrous?
But
yo, he just lined that one up.
But what you gotta say? What you gotta say, Rico? Because Rico was the one that he considered T.I. just a legend. And what did you say? You said
I said I ain't give a fuck about him.
Oh, but okay.
I stand 10 toes on what I said. I don't think he transcended rap. I think he put his mark on it, and that is a big difference. You dent in your car and you going to purchase a new car. It's two different things. Like I want to. If you got let me rephrase that. If you got into a wreck in your car, got a new car, versus you just wanting a new car, but it was the same type of car. Like I got a 2000 Camaro, and now I want a 2001 Camaro. It's a difference from me getting in a wreck in this Camaro, and I have to get a new style Camaro. Like that doesn't mean I wanted to get it. I just had to. I think that's what T.I. did. T.I. put his dent in it, and it changed the game. So the game had to change because of him. It wasn't because it wanted to. I really just wanted to move on to a new artist.
That means he had a major impact in that.
We never took his impact away. We said he's a legend. We gave him his flowers.
Come on, man.
That don't mean he get the same amount of flowers.
You just can't say.
Man, T.I.
You just can't give 50 legendary status and not give T.I. legendary.
But look what 50 has done.
As what? Because he making movies? We talking just music and movies, or we just talking music?
We talking the whole package.
50 Cent run was better than T.I. run.
I'm going off with music because if you're going just music with them two, T.I. got to be in the conversation because arguably 50 got one maybe two albums that was two.
And I'll take all of them before I take T.I.'s.
Come on, man.
Get Rich or Die Trying, Beg for Mercy, the G Unit.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's no album T.I. made that can mess
the
up
Massacre.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is he do got some classic albums.
All we saying is more than just music. That was the reason that Master P and a lot of other people got in. It's more than just music.
Like I said,
movies too.
Well, my thing is
two, and he wasn't the star in either one of them.
Listen, my thing is this.
He was starring.
Killed in a couple of them.
My thing is this, man. This is a hard subject because, like I said, you have so many tiers, as Lucky Luke stated in the beginning. Like, it's so many tiers of being a legendary. We could bring up so many accolades. Like, we don't have everybody information in front of us that we could say, oh, you know what? We didn't know T.I. did this. We didn't know 50 did this. We didn't know Run DMC or whoever else did, XYZ.
I don't need no accolades to tell you that Ludacris ass.
But
you said Luda?
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one, partner.
So you with him on Ludacris, but you calling me and talking about T.I. this, T.I. that.
Yo.
Hey, Rico. Let me say this: Ludacris is a good lyricist, but it's not what I want to listen to. It's not what I cannot say I listen to a whole Ludacris album ever.
I think everything we're stating tonight is all biased opinions, though. It depends if you really like the artist. If you didn't like the artist,
I think I got off on the Nas. Like, who said something about you cannot say Nas not legendary? I don't care what you.
I think everybody said everybody agree with Nas being legendary.
I got off when Lucky was talking because I'm out here dizzy crab. I had to run because I was about to pull up. I was
shouting nobody else out on that.
Shout
outs on here is Stay Fresh and the Mighty Bucks
and paid
advertisement.
Listen, Stay Fresh. Like I said, it's always a pleasure, man. Like I said, you know where to pull up at so to get up on here and be a guest, man.
And tell Shop stop ducking the smoke.
Listen. Stay. So stay fresh anytime you whatever. Like I said, but you got the backline number, so you hit me. I'm definitely gonna call you because I like your opinions. And like I said, if you don't know who Stay Fresh is, man, check out this man clothing. He got a Instagram page, Stay Fresh clothing. He also on Facebook and he got other things going on. He got some fire attire. So check out Stay Fresh. Stay Fresh.
Rico, you let them talk, but you ain't tell them you had a jacket on the way, right? Remember, you tried to call me out on the first podcast I was on, but you ain't gonna tell them about your jacket you got coming, right?
I'm just waiting to stunt on them with it and say, let them know where it came from, brother. Trust me.
Yo,
they know the fire coming.
Yo, I appreciate you. Stay Fresh. We'll see you next week because we know you're gonna be on. You're gonna have your opinions.
I got you.
All right. That's our man. Stay Fresh. Definitely was on previous episodes. Like you check it out, man. Like I said, you can check out some of his clothing, and he definitely know it. But I'm gonna go back to the comments real quick, and then we're gonna have you run your quick 5 legends. And we got somebody say, "Y'all tripping, Rico, pull the plug." So I don't know, Jamel. I don't know what who tripping about what, but you gotta let us know who was tripping. Somebody said something. J. Cole. They says he's a legend. Is he a legend or is he's a legendary? For some reason, I'm gonna just tell you this. I just don't believe in young legendary artists if they still putting out music. I believe legend. They're gonna they're gonna eventually be legendary, and it's not the fact that because just like you stated earlier. You said if Jay-Z wouldn't have put out his last 3 albums, he still would have been legendary. His last 3 albums, probably 2 out of the 3 was good. And then I think one of them probably was like subpar. Is Drake, J. Cole's, Kendrick, are they going to continue on that same run and then eventually put out some albums that's going to taint their legacy? Like, I think you could do something to taint your legacy because you could start putting out music because
hell no.
Maybe not.
Taint it. If that was the case, then 50 would, cause all his later albums were fucking garbage. So
yeah,
that's my thing. But like some things, like you cannot add. You can add to a legacy. I don't feel like you can take away from a legacy. Like you putting out 2 bad albums, it can't taint the 5 fucking incredible ones you put out to me now.
Yeah, I
just don't feel like you can take away from a legacy. Now you can add to that motherfucker by keep putting out craziness, but I don't think you could take away from that shit. And if I still stand on it. If Drake stops now, you wouldn't be able to. If him,
he automatically be legendary because his quality of work is.
But if him,
super.
Kendrick, and J. Cole stop right now,
if his quality of work is so super,
I'm saying because I'm saying
those was his exact words. I had to read. I had to quote it back to him.
Question:
so why isn't he legendary?
Right now, if Drake, Kendrick, and Cole stop right now,
I'm gonna answer your question in a minute.
Are Kendrick and Cole legendary? If all 3 of them stop right now, does Kendrick and J. Cole go on the same level as Drake?
No, not to me. Because I think that Drake put out more quality of work than J. Cole and Kendrick did. Like he has a larger body of work. Will they become legendary? Yes. I'm not saying that I don't think they put on the same tier of legendary as Drake. Drake will be like, he'd be up there and consider in hip hop.
Jamel, I'm sorry, Tori. You said you can't go to the Hall of Fame until you're finished. That don't mean we don't know you going.
LeBron is a legendary basketball player right now.
You know he's going. You know before Shaq retired, you knew Shaq was going to the Hall of Fame.
LeBron is in year 19. Did his second month of the NBA season. He's a legendary player right now.
You knew Dirk was going. I'm gonna use Dirk because Dirk is maybe like the only like NBA superstar. You know, he hit certain boxes, but not all of them.
Steph Curry, legendary. You don't have to question that. You ain't got to look at nothing.
That don't change.
You know for a fact that nigga's in the Hall of Fame.
So that doesn't change your mindset.
One more comment, and then Luch, I need your top 5 legends. Melody, my auntie said, Run DMC, legends or legendary? Before your time or no?
I say legendary, and again, I don't say legendary because of music. I say legendary because the aura of Run DMC is one of the ones to me. I listen to some of the music, but the reason I know them is the leather jackets and shell toes, like the style, what they represented coming into hip hop it transcends their music by a mile. Even if you've never heard a fucking Run DMC song, you heard that name, you know that logo, you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Even if you've never listened to their music, I've never fully listened to a Run DMC album. I know exactly who the fuck Run DMC is, top to bottom. Can name all the members and everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's legendary to me because you mean more than just your music.
Yeah, he's definitely legendary. Definitely legendary. And what you for me to I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go.
Get ahead. Say your top five legends. Yeah, what's your top 5 legend list? You should have it now. Get ahead with your top 5 legend list. We're waiting on you, sir.
Is it hip hop and
R&B? It could be whatever you want to do. I told you, is everything what you want to be? With anything you wanted to do. Just like Jamel say you can't go to the Hall of Fame until you finish.
That don't mean you don't know we going. Ballots are already in.
Like, what? Okay, I will agree with the Chief Keef one. I think that nigga fathered an entire fucking generation. It shit is weird. Like he genuinely 90% of the people that you know that got dreads right now got dreads because of Chief Keef. That's a fact. He started.
Hold on. My question is that generational legend or is that just legend because of what?
I think his impact on music is what makes him a legend. Like he genuinely birthed an entire everything that you ever heard that you hear on the radio right now, that drill sound, that this and that, that's him. That's him. He might not have started it in his state, but he's the one that fathered the sound. Like that whole drill sound, damn near every song that you hear right now is a byproduct of that drill sound, and that's all him. That's all Chief Keef. That drill music in New York, that's a direct byproduct. And I'm from up there. We know that sound came from them coming back and forth. You get what I'm saying? That they fathered the drill season, the drill thing. It was him. He's the face of that. You gotta give him that.
The rebirth of Chicago.
They changed the whole sound of music.
My thing is this. I like I stated earlier, man. Chief Keef, I have never listened to his music. I have to probably touch into that. Man, it's so much music out there, so I don't know his music like that. And I listen to it. Might not be my speed.
Listen, you talking and songs is just playing in my head, going crazy. I'm listening.
Raw reason.
All right, go ahead. That's your number one. Go ahead to your next one.
Second one. It's hard. I would say Nicki. No. Never mind. Nicki is legendary. Cardi B. I believe
she's a legend.
I would, because I'm just saying young people now. Yes, Cardi B, based on being the first female to win certain awards. Like when it's all said and done with her career raps, if she stops now, you can't tell female rap stories without her. You can't. You can't. She's done what none of them have ever done as far as numbers, as far as accolades, as far as all of that. Now she's branching off into movies and all that shit too, bro. She's there. Like there's nothing you can talk to about female rap unless you're gonna stop at 2015, 14. If you're gonna stop right there, then cool. But if we're telling the story of female rap up until now, you got to say Cardi B in there
as a legend. Okay, Migos. Right now, Migos are legends. Okay. They are another group to me that fathered the way niggas make music now, the way niggas rap, the way the mumble rap, all that was them. That was 100% all of them. Gotta call them legends. To me, anyway, how I would base a legend, they would be a legend. To the lady that said, what about Eve? I'll put her on mine. Facts. Eve would definitely be considered a female legend.
Touchy.
I don't think she's legendary. No, I do think Eve is a legend.
I'm talking about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I saw that coming. We're gonna go there. Finish what you're gonna say.
That was my list. That's Eve.
I mean, that's
T-Pain. T-Pain is my fifth. I would say T-Pain is 100% a legend. If you disagree, I think you're drunk.
I do.
You don't think he's a legend?
I think he's legendary.
We would have to go back and forth.
Ooh, so you think T-Pain is legendary?
I don't know if I can go legitimate.
The impact.
Oh, he completely changed the sound of music from like 2000 and from once I'm in love with a stripper, all of that.
Auto-tune was not.
That's a fact.
You didn't hear no rapper using auto-tune. Just like he said, I've never heard before that.
It was laughed at. It was a jokey thing. Like now, people used it as a joke.
Listen, Lil Durk wouldn't be Lil Durk without auto-tune.
Most of his early albums was auto-tuned.
See what I'm saying? So I got to put him into that category as legendary.
For me, he would be a legend. I wouldn't put him legendary, but he would be a legend though. because of his, and it would be strictly because of his. Don't get me wrong, his music is fucking fire. Still, you can still play that, but his impact on the music industry, you can't tell the story of hip hop, like the evolution. He played a huge part.
So doesn't that make you legendary?
I don't think
if you can't tell the story, what is the?
But that's why I put you as a legend, because you have a huge fingerprint, footnote, as you said earlier. You have a huge fingerprint.
But see, that's why I separate from you, because even to now, from his induction into the game to now, which was 2005,
facts,
his effects is still lasting. Facts. Like, I don't think T.I. had those type of effects. I think that was me telling my hood story, and we loved your hood story, and that's what it is.
That's what
T-Pain.
That's just what we
generated something that everybody can take from and use and put into their own art.
That's a fact.
It's like a new paintbrush. He brought a brand new paintbrush.
I just can't. I can't, because I don't feel like
the canvas. He changed how you viewed it.
Like, I don't feel like T-Pain transcended music. I do feel like he put a huge stamp on his place in music. I don't think he transcended it though. I will put him at the top of the legendary category though, because
legendary top of the legend. Okay,
because like I said, you can't tell the story of it without him. You can't.
I think that would make him legendary, but we can.
If you would take that category, if you would take that classification, then I wouldn't argue it. I can see why
he got the accolades and the songs with it. I think he checks.
He does have the accolades. He does have the songs.
Like, and the run that we keep talking about.
Yeah.
That T-Pain run.
He did have
from
a run.
05 to 2010, 11.
He was on every hook,
bro,
every feature.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. I can't not acknowledge that. Like, just like we want to talk about Chris Brown. Like, if you wanted your song to pop, you called T-Pain.
Yeah.
Somebody said, is Chris Brown a legend? Shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna put that up there. Chris Brown.
Breezy.
We used to have an old table mate here that couldn't stand Chris Brown.
And shout out to my boy Danny.
Yo, Danny, shout out wherever you at. If you watching, like I said, Danny, we miss you up here too, man. You definitely added some entertainment to the podcast. But listen, Chris Brown, I think he's a legend, definitely. He's going to be legendary because
I think he's
definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame legendary, because he's, like I said, just like how we mentioned T-Pain, Chris Brown, if he's on the hook, he definitely elevates that song, and he's definitely in tune with music. And then you can't deny the dude performs. He performs. Like, he has a show that makes you go there and be like, damn, this nigga, but I know he about to do 20,000 dances, a couple of flips, fly out the air.
Gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, and all are gonna be entertaining. Ain't gonna sing songs. He gonna sing slow songs, fast songs, sing his features, probably bring out artists. Like, he don't need nobody else to open up for him. It could just be a Chris Brown and Friends show. And when you got so many artists that can have Chris Brown and Friends show,
I think
and be one of the performers.
I think he needs more time, and maybe after he stops, it'll be. But it's real hard for me right now to call him legendary.
He's going to be.
It's crazy because he checked a lot of the boxes that we talk about, but I just feel like he might need a little bit more time before I can rock off and call him.
All right,
hold on. Quick little input.
Yeah,
Jamel, I just thought about something, sir. The Hall of Fame have certain qualifications before they get into the Hall of Fame.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Which Hall of Fame?
A lot of them. Baseball got different ones. Basketball, football. You got to before
you seen the Football Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about some of the people that's in there. They did.
That's my point. You look at some of the people that got into some of these Hall of Fames. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck was the categories of.
But you got to do your research.
Yeah.
You do your research, you'll see what their accolades were.
When I come back here,
yeah.
You know what? No, tonight I'm going to text you a list of 25 people that are in the Football Hall of Fame and 25 that are in the Basketball Hall of Fame that do not match the categories that you tell me is the qualifications for it. As far as accolades, they do not match none of them. I promise you. Most of the top 75 that we just watched, shouldn't be in the top 75 of basketball. If we being all the way 1,000, the top 75 that we just watched, I can take about 5 of them out and put some of the 5 of the newer people who got better accolades than them. Who some of them didn't even win a fucking ring. Some of them ain't never lead the league in scoring. Like these should be things that are. Did you lead the league in assists, rebounds, points? Like what did you do? What impact did you have?
Everything's debatable. I'm gonna show one more comment, then we're gonna go to the last question so we can round this up, man. We've been definitely going. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the people that've been watching on YouTube, on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. We want this continue interaction every Wednesday. Like I said, we got different topics every Wednesday. If you look at our previous shows and stuff like that. But the last comment I'm gonna show up here on the screen: Busta Rhymes, legendary or a legend?
That's just so tough. I just don't think.
Me, I'm gonna give my opinion real quick. He's legendary for me because I've been there from the beginning until now, and the dude has not. I wouldn't consider him like I consider him top tier, but there's a tier higher than him. But Busta is entertaining. The reason he got his career is because he was in the group first, and he was the one that shined to get out the group. If you ask about the other group members, they don't even rap no more. Most people don't even know who the other group members are. Leader of the New School. If you got to Google it. So Busta Rhymes is legendary because, like I said, you get him on a feature, he's gonna give his all. Doesn't matter who's on that track. He might not be a better rapper than M or J and to some people's opinion, but Busta Rhymes to me is legendary.
No, I don't agree with legendary. I just don't think his body of work puts him in there. And I think I have never in my life listened, and I really do like Busta Rhymes. I've never listened to an album ever.
I think Busta Rhymes is a legend. His high notes are really high notes, but the rest of it is mid. Like the rest of it is just mid to me.
Ooh,
but I do feel like because if you look at impact and all that type of shit, it's like I don't see some of the other qualifications that we. But I do feel like he's a legend though, 100%.
Yo,
man, just put your hands where your eyes can see.
Listen,
that's my shit.
Every song, there's a lot of songs up there. Probably you said Busta is not legendary. Listen, he did a song with Janet. How many artists you know did a song with Janet? How many artists do you know that had
Gucci did a song with Mariah? Man, what you talking about?
He did a song with Mariah. Busta did a song with Mariah. Who did a song with Puffy? He has several different styles. Listen to some Busta Rhymes. I'm telling you that. Hey,
but we didn't question like, can he rap?
I know, but
we respect his.
But you're saying he's
art.
not legend. You say he's not legendary.
His art pushes him to the legendary status.
He also been in movies. He act. He ghostwriter for a couple people.
I've never put the movies part of like the deal. Like for me, like it's either music or the people that you bring into the music game.
He brought people into the music game.
Who?
OG Genesis. That was one of his artists.
Bring him. He signed him. It's a difference from bringing somebody in and signing them.
He got what's the name from the underground rap?
Don't tell me what's the name. What's his name?
I forgot I can't think his name. Right.
Okay, who's next?
Lux.
Lux. That's he got Loaded Lux. Yep.
For the battle culture, yeah.
Okay, so he listen. He propelled a lot of things. He's on a whole bunch of remixes. You tell me you didn't like the Touch It remix when he brought all them people out for the Touch It remix. Like his music, he had some.
No, listen, just like he said, his highs are really high.
All right, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. We've been
hold on. One more because they always say we don't fuck with female artists. Somebody in the comments said TLC.
Oh, shout out to Shakayla.
Yeah, Shakayla said TLC. Legends or legendary?
Legendary.
No.
What?
Don't agree. Go ahead. Say why you say they feel they're legendary.
Their body of music, the fashion, the shit that they've done for the whole community, the hip hop community.
What's your opinion?
I say legendary strictly off of impact. To me, their impact is still felt.
He still be chasing waterfalls. You gotta leave
like,
Tory alone.
If you look at like if we going let's compare TLC to Busta Rhymes real quick. If you pull 100 artists, no, I'm saying listen. This is where I'm going with it. If you pull 100 artists right now, 100 female artists, and ask them who were they inspired by rapping, right? I guarantee you at least 60 to 70% of them are going to have TLC somewhere in that category as an inspiration for them.
I can tell you right
I
now,
don't
less
feel
than
that-
10%
I don't feel
gonna
like
say
that-
Busta Rhymes.
That's my thing. I don't fit when then that's where I
Maybe
put Impact
1%
at.
out of that 100. One person might be like, yeah.
That's where I put Impact at. TLC still rocks. Like there's still movies about TLC. There's still people when niggas dress up as Halloween. Niggas, there was like 100 people that dressed up as TLC. Like they have an impact. Like they matter still.
My thing is this: bad comparison. Busta and
It
TLC.
was terrible. It was
No,
terrible.
listen, I'm not comparing the artistry. I'm just comparing what you would classify because that was just me explaining. That was me explaining why I consider one a legend and one not a legendary. That was just it.
And the reason why I don't think they're legendary is because they didn't put enough body of work out for me. They had tunes.
So hold on. So Aaliyah's not legendary to you.
She's a legend, not legendary. She didn't put enough. She wasn't able to put enough body of work.
So how does Biggie and Tupac get in with 2 albums?
Because they didn't have enough body of work to me.
They didn't have enough body of work, but they had impact.
But TLC has some of the biggest.
Aaliyah didn't have an impact. Aaliyah was just another R&B artist. What impact did she have?
I wasn't there for that. I wasn't.
And what impact? What impact did Aaliyah have?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. What impact did Aaliyah have? What did Aaliyah change in the game that no other R&B artist did before she came?
She didn't change.
I mean, but her
okay, that's what I'm saying.
She didn't change it. She had an impact, but she didn't change it.
Not to the fact to make her legendary. She's definitely a legend because she didn't have enough body of work.
Why are you bringing her? We never brung her up.
He did. He said Aaliyah. He asked him.
He said impact matters.
Yeah. So TLC changed something that no other artist did as a group, a female group.
I feel
I think they took the torch and kept it moving forward.
Yeah, but they didn't create the impact. If I'm gonna pick somebody as a female group that was better than them, legendary, Salt and Pepper. TLC took you just said took the torch and kept on moving it forward. Salt and Pepper made impact songs about sex, about stuff like that. TLC, it may be different decades,
so
but
both
still
of them can't be legendary because of
body of work.
Why can't? But you can't tell me body of work and then still say Biggie and Tupac. Then
how many?
Biggie made an impact and Tupac made an impact.
TLC made a humongous impact on female rap.
How many?
That's why we need a woman here.
How many?
That's why we need a woman here. I'm telling you,
how many more female groups have more music than TLC? Is a better question.
How many fucking female groups can you really name?
You can't really name a lot because we already spoken that in a previous. You know that there wasn't a lot of female rap groups or female R&B groups. But you think about it, if you want to compare them, are they rap or are they R&B? They had a rapper.
It don't matter. Okay, it don't matter.
Okay, so
but they were played on hip-hop stations.
Destiny Child was bigger than them.
We know that. We all know that.
Okay, so then,
so what impact away from them though? That can't take away from them.
Not take that away. Was they there at the same time?
No.
Okay, then, so how you gonna?
Who was bigger than TLC during TLC? What females were running it during TLC?
But you know how that lane went, though. You already know how that lane went with females.
For your response for that, go ahead and hit that button.
We ain't got the button no more.
You got
we spoke of that last time you was here. We got the button. They deleted it out the system. But
we can't.
Hey, listen, we're gonna try though. We're gonna spin the block on that on a later date though.
Don't do TLC like that. I feel like you felt attacked because
I'm just saying.
I feel like he was attacked because of Busta Rhymes.
No, I'm just saying
he had to just. On TLC.
Hey, listen, we've been going. We was missed last week. We've been going for 2 hours right now. But my last question, then we getting up out of here, because our brother's hungry. My last question is gonna be this: I want y'all to each name one legendary person from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, and now. One legendary person from each. That's it. I'm not going to debate it. Just want your opinion. One legendary person from the 80s, doesn't matter if it's rock, hip hop, R&B, doesn't matter what it is. One from the 80s, one from the 90s, one from the 2000s, 2010s, and today.
They can't be named from anything we said tonight, right?
It can't be. It doesn't matter.
I'll go first.
That's whack.
I'll go first. LL Cool J for the 80s.
Okay.
Tupac for the 90s. 50 Cent for the 2000s. Drake for the 2010s.
And today, who I see becoming a legend? Legendary.
Like who I see becoming legendary?
Yeah, this is a legendary question.
I don't. These niggas so microwavable nowadays. Shit. That's actually harder to me. That judging who's gonna become one, because music has changed so fucking much now. I can't.
I'm ready.
And you know what? I changed my 2010s because we already said Drake. I'm not gonna say Drake. I'll say Kanye West. I'll put Kanye West as my legendary. Will he be classified as 2000s or 2010s? I think he was in both, but it was more 2010.
More 2000. Right? I think more so 2000s.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because that's when College Dropout and all that came was in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
But like he's okay. So cool. I'll change my 2000s from 50 because we already said 50. I'll say Kanye for 2000s, Drake for 2010s. But who would become a legend?
Legendary. Yeah,
who would become legendary? Excuse me. Yeah, I had to spin a block. I can't.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, Lil Baby. 2010s, Young Thug.
Facts.
The 2000s. Let me see. Somebody knew that we did not mention to make sure. Oh, we didn't say Jay-Z. Jay-Z. 90s. NWA. The 80s. Boys to Men. Them Boys to Men would be more 90s.
Boys to Men. I'll go New Edition over that one, but okay.
100% go New Edition over
that.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, if you was gonna say a group, you got it. Yeah, you kind of got it with them.
80s, yeah.
But all right, yo, I thank everybody for coming in today, chatting. I don't care where you was at on YouTube.
Shout out Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
facts.
If you was on Facebook, both areas, on Facebook, like I said, we're Nights at the Round Table. We're here every Wednesday, around between 7 and 7:30, depending on the youth here. They be some of them be coming late. We're not gonna say no names, but some
got jobs, man. Some want me to come in here fresh off the truck. Just let me know, man.
Some of us come late and stuff like that. We don't wear watches around. Everybody look at their phone for the time now. But like I said, I respect all y'all comments. I try to get to everyone I can. Like I said, continue to come on and show love to us. Like I said, we're here every Wednesday, Nights at the Round Table. But just don't look at us. Like I said, 119 Media Group on YouTube, and Spotify, and even on Facebook. We got previous viewed podcasts that you can look at. Like I said, we got 360. We got Keeping the Faith. We have what's another one we have? We have a comedy one up there. Check out these other podcasts that's on 119 Media. I mean, you might enjoy them. Like I said, we have faith-based ones. We have stuff topic. Tangy with the T is also up there. Like I said, these are good podcasts. Ours is just happen to be about music. We try to be more a little on the lighter side, try to add a little entertainment. It's definitely our opinion. Another thing I'm gonna say is we're looking for a new co-host, but we want a female. Like I said, we're gonna interchange them out and have special guests, and sometimes some of the regular table mates can't make it, so we have somebody fill in. But we really looking for a new female co-host because I really want a female opinion up here about music. And like I said, hip hop, R&B. I want them to have their side. I want her to be the representative for the ladies out there that watch our show and stuff like that. So if you're interested, hit up one of the table mates if you follow them. If not, we also have a group called Nights at the Round Table on Facebook that you can join, and definitely hit the inbox and we'll check it and see what's going on. Or we also have an email address at Gmail with the same name, Nights at the Round Table. Or you also can hit up 119 Media page and let us know that you want to be a co-host up here. But like I said, I'm looking for a female to come up here and fill the spot. Other than that, I really don't have any else things to say, but check us out next week. Join YouTube and subscribe, please. Like I said, the more viewers, the better. I got some special guests in the work. If you look at the previous one, I did an interview with Cheek Luch from the Lost Boys. It was very short, but it still, was able, got some pictures. If not, like I said, I got some other people still in the works trying to get up here. But I'm not going to name no names until then. And we have an event coming up. But let me reintroduce myself. My name is Tori, a.k.a. T, a.k.a. DJ Not Famous. Ready, Teddy, I'm ready to open up for you. No, you got to pay me nothing. I just want to show my skills. But other than that, let my other co-hosts reintroduce themselves. Start from my left to my right.
It's your boy Lucky Luciano, man. Check on the people you love, bro. Mental health matters. I love y'all.
And you already know what's up. It's your boy Rico House Party. Ain't no party if I ain't in the house, man. Listen, that mental health is legit, man. Make sure you're keeping that up more than anything else. Financial help too, but make sure your mental health is definitely in the right place. You know what I'm saying? And we out till next Wednesday.
Thank you for tuning in. Nice at the round table. We out.
Oh, yeah. Gather around if you able. We the knights at the round table. This that underground gutter, that butter before the label. No water down sound. If you drown, that's cause the flow heavy. Hit you with the views on rhythm and blues. No Reggie. Everything potent when spoken word emerge. Bars too light. You cannot submerge. Gotta bring that hard rock where they drop and move earth. Blow back trees, clearing the land for new turf. Cake without icing, thunder without lightning. Delivery and presence, essence, they all tied in. Trident like Poseidon when I'm out there making waves. So you gonna need a hydrant if you trying to set a blaze. Wordplay on javelin. Okay, we on the road, so watch out when we barrel in. MCs battling, trying to see who's best. Winner looking in the crowd, trying to see who's next. Gotta fly, sit up high like the eagle's nest. Bars sharp as a blade. Be careful, they might slay you. On guard, bring your sword when you come to the knight's table. Yeah.